Hot dogs and a cold chill. We go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's step and go. We won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's step and go. We'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to today's live stream. What is going on, Football Nation? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying your lives today. Football is back, baby. You already know. I know you guys out there are watching that Steelers-Jets game. I see a lot of comments coming in real quick right off the bat right there. And honestly, I was watching the Steelers-Jets game myself. Justin Fields just faked out the entire defense out there, scored a touchdown. The Jets have a 1-point lead in a very exciting, high-scoring game. 32-31 is the score of that matchup right now. Second down and 4 in this game right here. The Atlanta Falcons down by 4 in the fourth quarter with 4:20 left to go. Getting ready to try to punch this one in against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The handoff to Bijan Robinson is just a little bit short, and we're in the full swing of things now. Football is back, baby. What up, Wesley? Welcome to the chat. What's going on, Larry? What's going on, Brandy? What's going on, Robert Samora? Shout out to John Jackson. Shout out to Captain Mickey Mouse. Mario, the Bills and Ravens tonight is going to be a good game, bro. You are not wrong about that. You are absolutely right about that. I'm fired up for that game, too. John Pierce, what's going on, man? Thanks for checking into the chat, guys. Captain Mickey Mouse saying, look at the Colts right now. We'll take a look at all the teams across the NFL. Colts up 33-8 over the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins struggling there. I think McDaniels might be in the hot seat right now. I think if you're the Miami Dolphins, you're looking at the coaching situation and thinking, hey, man, do you have this under control? In case you guys don't know, they did not even give Tyreek Hill a team captain letter this year. So not all is great in Miami. Some things are going to have to change there for sure. My nails are going to be raw from gnawing on them, says Brandy, keeping a close eye on that Pittsburgh Steelers game. Okay, guys, lots to talk about. Matter of fact, why don't we just talk about what's happening across the NFL right here, right now. Pick'ems are on the line right now, guys. Very few people took the Indianapolis Colts to win over the Miami Dolphins. We are actually looking at after just the first 2 games, only 35 people are still eligible to make their wins, to win for the Pick'ems here. So, anyways, real quick, guys, the Arizona Cardinals up 20-13 over the New Orleans Saints. The Miami Dolphins down. They just lost the game. 33-8. 33-8, the Indianapolis Colts beat the Miami Dolphins. Las Vegas Raiders are up 20-10 over the New England Patriots. Pittsburgh Steelers down by 1 with 6 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, 31-32 in that game against the New York Jets. The New York Giants trail, but only trail by 1 possession against the Washington Commanders. It is the fourth quarter, and Washington has the football, but the New York Giants aren't out of it just yet. Daniel Jones doing a good job. He threw a touchdown pass, missed the extra point attempt. But Danny Dimes dropping dimes. Carolina Panthers and Jacksonville Jaguars, according to this, looks like they're still in halftime. And the Jacksonville Jaguars are crushing the Carolina Panthers right here, right now. A few other games happening. Cincinnati barely beating the Cleveland Browns 17-16, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers up by 4 against the Atlanta Falcons. Few games getting ready to start right now. Your team may not have started playing just yet. San Francisco 49ers versus Seattle Seahawks is coming up. You got the Tennessee Titans versus the Denver Broncos coming up as well at 3:25. We will have the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers, and we will also have the Houston Texans and the LA Rams. Tonight's game will be the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. And that's what we got. Blaine saying Danny Dimes went off. John saying the Jets, wow. Reggio saying, ooh, Ninja. Had a storm suspension in Duval, says Reggio. Well, there you go. Here's this 3rd down and 1, and the Atlanta Falcons will be stopped on 3rd down. They might have even lost a yard. We might get a 4th down situation here for the Atlanta Falcons with 3 minutes left to go in that football game. Football is back, baby. Okay, let's talk about the two teams now. Now that we got all of that out of the way and you guys may or may not be trickling in from the games that you're currently watching, my team already played, Dallas Cowboys. I'm with you, Scoot Makers. My team already played too in the Dallas Cowboys. Blaine Thompson, what's going on? I see you out there. We got people in the house. Great to be here. Great to be live with you guys. It's week 1. Let's get into this, guys. We'll start here by taking a look at the away team. It is the Detroit Lions today. Detroit Lions visiting Green Bay, and boy, was this team really dang good. I think they might not get that one. Tough situation, tough break there for the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to try not to look at this TV screen because I know it's going to distract me. So I'll make sure to keep an eye on what we've got going on over here with the board. Okay, guys, this Detroit Lions team, we did cover them in the very first week of the preseason, in the preseason opener for 2025. None of their numbers have changed, but the personnel that we saw from opening week of the preseason versus the actual starters here, remember, the Hall of Fame game was the Detroit Lions and the LA Chargers, and they did not do well in that opening game. This will be the first time that we see these starters out here, and I'm excited for it. This team, with Ben Johnson, who was the offensive coordinator for this team, is now the head coach of the Chicago Bears, who we will see tomorrow night, is no longer on this team. Ben Johnson is gone, so the offense may look a little bit different, but last year, if they retained any of that information, it should be close to these numbers. Points per game last season, this Lions team ranked first in the NFL. The most points per game, 33 points per game. Yards per game, over 400 yards per game. That ranked second in the league. Yards per play, 6.3 yards per play. That also ranked second in the league. We look at third down efficiency and red zone efficiency, top 5 numbers in both those categories. Almost 70% inside the red zone. If they got inside your 20, you're toast, man. Whether that was Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, maybe not David Montgomery, but they had Jameson Williams out there, Sam LaPorta, lots and lots and lots of options. Also lots and lots of mouths to feed on that offense. Still, I think that the Detroit Lions should do just fine. The Dolphins make me frown. Hopefully the Lions make me smile. What's going on, Matt Farms? Thanks for checking in, homie. Appreciate you, sir. This game's going to make me drink. Oh, Lord, says Brandy. Blaine Thompson saying, I think Green Bay may come out with a W with the home field advantage. Honestly, I think so too, man. I think so too. And Scoot is leaving a comment right now saying, I think the Cowboys would have won if it wasn't for that delay of game. I think the Cowboys would have won if CeeDee Lamb didn't drop 4 crucial passes. That's what I think cost the Dallas Cowboys. Anyways, offense right here, guys. Best in the NFL, arguably the best offense in the NFL. We know that they were last season with Ben Johnson as the offensive coordinator. Let's see what they bring to the table this year. On the defensive side of the football, guys, points per game. This team giving up just 21 points per game. Top 12 team defensively as well. Aaron Glenn, mind you, was the defensive coordinator for this Detroit Lions team, and he is now the head coach of the New York Jets that is beating Brandy's Pittsburgh Steelers at the moment. So, sorry, Brandy. Just saying, it's going to be a different team. We're going to see a lot of similarity in the personnel there. Tough spot. I'm looking at that Pittsburgh Steelers New York Jets situation here, and we'll see how that goes. But for now, this game, Detroit Lions, giving up just 21 points per game. I like those numbers. We look at yards per game. 26th in the NFL. They did give up 350 yards per game. We look at yards per play. You can see that number here as well, 29th in the league. But they were the best in the NFL when it came to third down efficiency. They allowed opposing teams to convert third downs at just a 32% success rate. Just a 32% success rate. Best in the league. They're doing a booth review right here on this 4th down play to see if Michael Penix Jr. was able to pick up that first down. They only needed 1 yard. 4th down and 1 at the 2-yard line. I think they might have picked it up. That could have been the end of the game, but less than 3 minutes left to go. The Atlanta Falcons Wow. Booth review, he picked up the first down. Okay, so I am keeping a close eye on this game right now. It is the fourth quarter with 2 minutes and 54 seconds left to go. The Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going at it right now. The Atlanta Falcons with the football. They were facing a 4th down and 1 at the 2-yard line. They needed to get to the 1-yard line. 4th down situation with less than 3 minutes left to go, and they're down by 4. That's a lot. Michael Penix Jr. and company went for it. He dove for it, and the initial call was a turnover on downs. The booth stepped in, and the booth review showed that Michael Penix Jr. actually picked up the first down here. So 1st and goal coming up for these Atlanta Falcons. Down by 4. Let's see what happens. Interesting. What's going on? My name is Nia. I got the Lions for the win. Stanley Copeland saying, LOL, I wondered if you were going to have a Pick'ems winner this week. We'll see, man. We might. We may not. I don't think that we are going to have one just yet, but anything is possible. I think we only had like 7 people pick the Indianapolis Colts to win. So if they're still alive, and there's Bijan Robinson losing 3 yards on the play. Great job by the defense of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm getting distracted. I knew this was going to happen when I have football on the TV screen. Okay, so those are the stats for the Detroit Lions. Let's talk about these people here real quick. Let's talk about these folks right here, right now, real quick. This team for the Detroit Lions will be made up of Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, and David Montgomery. On the other side, we may see some Craig Reynolds kind of sprinkled in this backfield as well. But Jared Goff is your main quarterback, is the quarterback behind him. Kyle Allen did not have a great preseason. But hey, guys, last year, Jared Goff, 4,629 passing yards, the second most passing yards in the NFL by any quarterback in the 2024 season. 37 passing touchdowns. 37 passing touchdowns to just 12 interceptions. Oh, and by the way, those 37 passing touchdowns, top 5 in the NFL. He ranked 4th in the league. My beautiful wife checking in saying, go Pack, go. What's up, gorgeous? She says, woo football as well. This is your competition right now, Christina. This is your competition right here, right now. This Detroit Lions offense. If you're a Green Bay Packers fan, you're going to want to get familiar with these guys because, well, I guess if you're a Green Bay Packers defense fan, I can't wait to see what Micah Parsons is going to do. We'll talk about him in just a moment, but got to keep my eyes off that TV screen because I want to call, like my instinct is to call that play. But let's get through this pregame right here. Jared Goff, 6'4", 217 pounds, 30 years of age, and he's still got the gun for an arm. This offense is made up of Goff, Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, whose father was Mr. Olympia. I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah, Mr. Universe, Mr. Olympia, not quite sure. I don't remember. One of those, dad bodybuilder, famous bodybuilder. On the other side, guys, you've got Jameson Williams and Khalif Raymond as your top 3 pass catchers. Well, let me rephrase, as your wide receivers. Your top 3 pass catchers will include 2 of those 3 names. You've got Amon-Ra St. Brown on one side, you've got Jameson Williams on the other, but your other pass catcher is likely going to be Sam LaPorta. Sam LaPorta likely going to be your pass catcher number 3. Sorry, I just noticed something on my screen. I'm going to make sure it's cleaned and taken care of. Now I can lean back. That's better. Okay. Did we get a touchdown here? I think we might have gotten a touchdown up there. My steel curtain made of Lincoln logs today, it seems, not steel. All I can say is you're a real fan if you'll want them to do well no matter where they are, says Christina. Ali, what's going on? We got Adictado saying Uga the best. What up, man? Adictado a la música. But it's spelled in an interesting way. Love it. What's up, Patrick Broadway in the house? MusicTube University. MusicTube. What's up, MusicTube? Shout out to everybody who's in the chat. I'm so glad you guys are here for this game. Let's effing go. It's going to be a good one. They are reviewing this play right now. It looked like initially it was a touchdown. And I think Drake London might have caught that with his legs. This is going to be a challenge. There is a coach's challenge on this play. Drake London They're fighting for their lives right now, guys. We've got the Atlanta Falcons versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers kind of trying to wrap things up right now with 2 minutes and 28 seconds left to go. Patrick Broadway saying, what's up? Eileen Jensen saying, thank you, thank you. What's up, Eileen? Appreciate you. Jahmyr Gibbs has 2 players with D1 offers. Interesting. Well, let's just talk about it. So, and I'll get back on track, I promise. Goff, Gibbs, St. Brown, Jameson Williams, and it won't be Khalif Raymond, guys. It's probably going to be Sam LaPorta catching the most passes. The offensive line for this team, y'all, left side, you're going to have Taylor Decker. You're going to have Christian Mahogany right after that, Graham Glasgow as your center, Tate Rattledge, and then Penny Sewell is going to make up your offensive line. These are some big dudes up front. Tate Rattledge is someone that we're going to take a look at today. Let's pull up some of his information here. I'm going to need therapy when they play the Cowboys. Tate Rattledge, guys, let's pull this up real quick. So, rookie, second-round pick, 56th pick overall by the Detroit Lions. And he's going to be your new right guard here protecting Jared Goff. He should be okay because his man immediately to his right is Penny Sewell, and we know how good Penny Sewell is. Should be good. Who has the ball, the Steelers or the Jets? Looks like fourth quarter, Jets still have the football, 3rd down and 11 at the New York Jets 42-yard line. They are within field goal range with about 72 seconds left to go. So the Pittsburgh Steelers look like they might win off of a Chris Boswell field goal if that lands, but we'll see. Pittsburgh Steelers down 31-32. They are at the New York Jets 42-yard line. That would be one hell of a kick. We'll see if it happens. Eileen Jensen, welcome to first down. Welcome to touchdown, upgraded. Eileen upgraded to the touchdown level membership. Let's go. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Eileen. Cheers to you. And a fist bump to you. Appreciate that. Okay, guys. Offense. There it is. Let's move on. Dat One Criminal saying Steelers do have the football. They do have the football right now. Pittsburgh with the football. 3rd down and 11 at the New York Jets 42-yard line. So that's what's happening in Pittsburgh. But let's take a look at what's happening here. Let's take a look at what is happening here. Go Steelers, says Living Like Larry. That's a really good game, man. It's one of the games that I feel like I should have covered that one, and I just didn't. So a little too late. I missed the boat on that. A 4th down and goal from 4 yards out here. And the Atlanta Falcons going to have to go for it here. 4th down and goal with 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Penix takes the snap. He looks to the right, doesn't like it. He holds in the pocket. He shoots. Multiple flags coming in. Going to be some pass interference or some holding. It'll be an automatic 1st down for the Atlanta Falcons, and they're going to get a chance for sure. Oh, man, the Buccaneers cannot believe that they found themselves in this situation. But I like it. Multiple officials throwing flags. Ooh, fouls by both teams, and they offset. So they're going to redo that 4th down. Okay, guys, Aiden Hutchinson on this side. You're going to have Tyleik Williams, as your left defensive end. You will have DJ Reader as your right defensive tackle and Marcus Davenport as your right defensive end. This is your 4 in the 4-3 defense. Alex Anzalone, Jack Campbell, and then Derek Barnes as your strong side linebacker. This will make up the front 7 for this Detroit Lions defense. And the Detroit Lions defense, last season they did have Aaron Glenn as the defensive coordinator, but they were playing without Aiden Hutchinson for much of the season. Now we get Aiden Hutchinson back, but we lose Aaron Glenn. What will happen here with the Detroit Lions? 4th down and goal, Atlanta Falcons with the football. A shotgun formation from the 4-yard line. Motion on the field from Kyle Pitts. There's the snap. Penix pump fakes. He steps through the pocket. Penix goes. He dives. He shoots his way in. Do they call it? They're ruling it a touchdown. I think... Well, all scoring plays are reviewed. Michael Penix Jr., full stretch for the end zone there. Tried to Michael Jordan space jam. Wow. He crossed the plane. That's a touchdown. Kalijah Cansey couldn't quite get there. I love that. He kept his feet up. He got the football in. Touchdown. Atlanta Falcons, they might beat the Buccaneers today. Very interesting, but the Buccaneers still have a few minutes to at least get a field goal and tie that back up. Okay. Back to this game. Now that happened, we were in the red zone. I got sucked in, man. I got sucked into the game. That's what happens. We get sucked into the game. Okay. So, Aiden Hutchinson, left defensive end. Tyleik Williams, left defensive tackle. DJ Reader, right defensive tackle. And Marcus Davenport, right defensive end. Linebackers, Alex Anzalone, Jack Campbell, and Derek Barnes. Your two corners, you're going to have DJ Reed on one side and Terrion Arnold on the other side. Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch as your safeties. This Lions defense definitely has some teeth. But I've been talking a lot about the Detroit Lions here. Why don't we take a look at the Green Bay Packers, because I'm sure a lot of you guys are checked in here for the Green Bay Packers as well. So let's take a quick look at this Packers team, and let's dissect this. This defense already was very, very good, and the addition of Micah Parsons made them that much better. I understand you lost Jair Alexander, but guess what? You don't really need him because, guess what? He didn't really play much over the last couple of years. But offensively, guys, a new addition in Matthew Golden. Bro, this Packers, what's crazy to me, last year, the Green Bay Packers were the youngest team in the NFL. The Micah Parsons trade where they got rid of Kenny Clark and picked up Micah Parsons only made them younger coming into this one. Like, how amazing is that for the Green Bay Packers? Green Bay Packers offense, we will see some sort of array. I believe Jaden Reed is available for today's game. Let me just double check this right now. Jaden Reed still questionable. Let's refresh this one. He's listed as good. So Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs, Jaden Reed, Matthew Golden, Romeo Doubs. This team is set to go. Matthew Golden, the first round wide receiver that the Green Bay Packers have had in quite some time. Certainly the first one that Jordan Love has gotten to play with here. 8th in the NFL without him last season in points per game, 26.1 points per game. They were 7th in the NFL in yards per game, top 5 in yards per play. Third down efficiency was fantastic, top 10, and red zone efficiency. They were a top 10 team. So this squad right now just got better with the addition of Matthew Golden, and they're getting healthy. They're still such a good squad, man, and they're young, and they're fast, and they're hungry, and I think people are sleeping on how good Green Bay is. I personally believe that the Green Bay Packers will win this game, not even because they're at home, but I think that the change of offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, the change of the play calling, even though they have the same personnel, just something tells me there's a little more cohesion amongst the players of this team. So points per game defensively allowed, top 5 in the NFL, only allowing 20 points per game. We look at yards per game, top 5 in the NFL, 4th in the league, 313 yards per game. We look at yards per play. They were 5th in there. I'm talking allowed, by the way, defensively. Points per game allowed, yards per game allowed, and yards per play allowed. This defense gave up nothing, dude. This defense gave up nothing. Third down efficiency, they gave up a success rate of just 36%. Just 36% here. And then we look at red zone efficiency, middle of the pack in the red zone, but it doesn't matter because all of this is going to change with the addition of Micah Parsons to the front line here. Green Bay is dangerous, dude. They were dangerous last year. They were a playoff team last year, and they did not get off to a great start. And we saw a couple games missed by Jordan Love early in the season after that injury that he sustained in the Brazil game last year. And I'm just kind of going off on a tangent right now, but the Green Bay Packers are dangerous. Steelers for the win. Girl wiggle. Brandy excited about it. Looks like the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win off that walk-off field goal. The score is 34-32 final. What'd you expect? It's Aaron Rodgers and company. Washington Commanders extended their lead. Looks like the Carolina Panthers are fighting right now to get back into it. Jacksonville Jaguars. Looks like my prediction, there's still plenty of time left to go there, but it's starting to get out of hand. If they don't score here soon, the Carolina Panthers are in trouble. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 2-minute warning right now, a 1st and 10. They're looking to pick up 3 more points. Looks like San Francisco and Seattle just got started here. Tennessee and Denver just got started. We've got about 15 minutes until our kickoff for this particular matchup. That one criminal, can I report on people for calling themselves fat? That's so funny. Yeah, don't talk about my friend Brandy like that, Brandy. Chill. Shout out to Robert Samora, keeping the chat interesting as always, Mr. Samora. We got Zeron Streets Media in the house saying what's up to Robert. What's up, Zeron? Patrick Broadway, KD Espresso, Scoot Makers, Brian Williams. What's up, John Jackson? I see you. Adictado a la música. Eileen, Juan Dundo, Jeffrey Doodley, Dat One Criminal. We got MuckTube University in the house. Nia is in the house. Janet Jones is in the house. Me and Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones. We got a thing going on. What's up, Jason Zhang? We got Big Cooin in the house. What's going on, Big Cooin? Great to have you guys here. I bet $2,000 that the Packers will win. Let's go. How's it going, says Jason. It's going really well, bro. Thanks for checking in, man. Thanks for asking. Albert saying howdy. What's up, Albert K? Albert's in the house. Oh, Zanron. I see. Oh, I don't know how to change it. It's deplorable that's back in the house. So I will remember that. Let me write it down. That's deplorable garbage checking back in. Dude, the name change definitely threw me off. I'm actually going to write down deplorable so I don't say Zanron Streets Media anymore. It'll just say deplorable. I don't know how to change it on your side, bro. But thanks for letting me know you're out there, dude. I'm glad that it's you and not someone else. Actually, I don't mind. But Scoots is in the house. Rayzilla is in the house. What is up, Rayzilla? Pringle checking in as well. Let's go. Scoots saying you bet $2,000 and you just lost $2,000. All right, man. Let's do this. Go Cowboys, says Jason. Go Cowboys. All right, bro. Let's get into this. We just talked about the stats. Good to know that we've got some great people out here in the chat. Let's keep going forward, y'all. Let's look at this Packers offense. Now, I've got a lot of shares of Jordan Love this year, guys. I'm a big Jordan Love fan this season. I think he's got the best weapons he's ever had. And what's crazy is that even behind these guys right here, you've still got Christian Watson out there as well. Tucker Kraft going to be your tight end on this one. A big first down just picked up in this game. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Is that Emeka Egbuka having himself a day right now? This guy's been good today. But that's actually Sterling Shepard who's having himself a day. So Baker Mayfield drops back into the shotgun formation. 1 minute left to go in this game. Baker takes the snap from the 40, a pump fake, the hip flick, the blitz coming in. He winds up, he throws that one away. Stops the clock with 1:40, second down and 10. Football at the 40-yard line. Football at the 40-yard line, guys. They're working their way up here. 40-yard line, Baker Mayfield and his squad at this line working their way towards the end zone. Grumpy Grandpa. Grumpy Grandpa. Why did you change your name to Deplorable Garbage? I love the name Grumpy Grandpa. I remember that one. Yeah, dude, that goes way back, bro. Way to dig up, like, core memory unlocked from year one of my channel. Appreciate you. Ethan Roberts saying, pack all day. Let's effing go. What is up, Ethan Roberts? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are watching Football Nation. My name's Mario. If you're new to the channel, we like to have fun here on this channel. Stick around, leave a comment, get to know everyone who's out here in the chat. Or you know what? If you're not ready to check in, you can hang around in the back, guys. You don't have to leave any comments if you don't want to. I am going to do my very best to paint and illustrate the image of this game for you guys and get every snap, every down, every play to you guys. We got a 1st and 10 coming up. There was a penalty on the defensive side for the Atlanta Falcons, so that means that the Buccaneers have advanced to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, Baker Mayfield shoots to the end zone. It's caught. Emeka Egbuka, touchdown from 25 yards out. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, with less than a minute left to go, a connection to the rookie right here. Touchdown, Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The score is now 23-20 with 53 seconds left to go in that match. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will line up for the extra point attempt, meaning that the Atlanta Falcons will have less than 1 minute to score a touchdown to keep this game, or to keep their hopes of winning game one alive. How about that? But I started Baker Mayfield in just about every league, so I will take that. How about them Buccaneers? Oh, no way! The extra point attempt is no good. So the score is 23-20, and the Falcons will maybe get a field goal. They can get a field goal and tie this up and send it into overtime. The disapproval on the kick from the Buccaneers fans, the few of them in attendance at this Falcons at Mercedes-Benz Arena. Wow, what a play. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Micah Parsons on a post route almost runs into the post. A beautiful, like that was a crisp, clean route, and Mayfield could not be happier about it. Could not be happier about it. Okay, guys, so... Okay, let's reel this back in. That's what's happening in that game. Here's what's happening in this game. We got less than 10 minutes until kickoff. Jordan Love going to be your quarterback. Malik Willis behind him should anything happening. Here's hoping nothing is wrong with him. What up, Keeve? What up, Tennessee Tactical? I see you out there. Josh Jacobs going to be the running back, the starting running back, and it looks like Emmanuel Wilson is the handcuff right now for Josh Jacobs. If Marshawn Lloyd comes back, then we'll probably see some sort of, I don't know, timeshare behind Josh Jacobs. But Jacobs, without a doubt, is the number one running back on this team. We are going to have Jaden Reed on one side. Matthew Golden on the other side is really the wide receiver 2, and Romeo Doubs would be the wide receiver 3. But I actually believe that Matthew Golden will be the wide receiver 1 for this team. And honestly, I'm kind of thinking about my Dynasty League, and after watching that Emeka Egbuka play, that route, that play right there, I wish I would have taken him over Tetairoa McMillan. But it doesn't matter. Not the point. These are going to be your wide receivers for this Packers team. We look at the tight end situation, guys. Tight end Tucker Kraft, behind him Luke Musgrave, and then John Fitzpatrick as your tight end number 3. Rasheed Walker, Aaron Banks checking in right now for the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, Aaron Banks in for the Green Bay Packers. Elton Jenkins at center. You're going to have Sean Ryan at right guard, and Zach Tom as your right offensive tackle. Okay, let's look at the defense here. Man, I am sucked into that Falcons versus Buccaneers game, 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Michael Penix Jr. running out of time. He will scramble. He's being chased, but he's a little bit faster. Gives himself up after picking up the first down, but the clock is hot. Timeout going to be called more than likely here. Okay, defensively, guys, this is the squad. This right here. Why? As a Cowboys fan, this kills me. And I think he will play today. He is listed as the starting defensive end for this one. But Micah Parsons, welcome to Green Bay. Micah Parsons going to be the right defensive end, your right defensive tackle, Devontae Wyatt, your left defensive tackle, Colby Wooden, and then your left defensive end, Rashawn Gary. Now, Gary and Parsons, these defensive ends are possibly the 2 best defensive end combo in the NFL right now, just with that move. Edgerrin Cooper, Quay Walker, and Isaiah McDuffie going to be your linebackers for this unit. A great linebacker core as well behind these 2 guys. This defense about to be real nasty, bro. This defense about to be real nasty. Ooh, a beautiful play and a run outside right there. Ray McLeod picks up about 30 yards on that play. And they're walking inside of field goal range. They might go into overtime in that game. Okay, guys, we look at the 2 corners. You got Keyshawn Nixon on one side, Nate Hobbs on the other, Xavier McKinney on one side, and Evan Williams on the other. Evan Williams, Xavier McKinney, sorry, the whole whoop. Anyways, okay, ready, same day, saying go Bucks. The Buccaneers up right now. Scroll down just a hair here. JQ saying HTTR. I see you, JQ. What up, guys? Good to have y'all. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for checking in with us. 36 seconds left in this game. We're at the 50-yard line. Michael Penix Jr. connects with Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts gets it to the 40, inside the 40, down at the 36, and they are within field goal range. This drive working out well for the Atlanta Falcons. This puts them at the 36, a fresh new set of downs. 1st and 10 coming up for Atlanta. And the Falcons inside of field goal range for Younghoe Koo. Final timeout going to be taken there. They have 27 seconds left, and this could come down to the leg of coup to send this game into overtime. Obviously, overtime we'll have to change our attention for. And you know what? Now that I'm right here, I'm thinking I should probably change the TV so that we are focused on this Detroit Lions game. So let me go ahead and make that quick adjustment, guys. I will be right back. Hang tight. It looks like the game on the NFL Sunday Ticket has not popped up just yet, but it will be popping up here soon. So, has not popped up just yet. Let's take a quick look at the back end right now. For those of y'all who are new, guys, take a quick look here. Green Bay Packers have their game today. They've got Thursday night football against the Washington Commanders in Week 2. So we will see the Green Bay Packers in 4 days, and I will be covering the Green Bay Packers again 4 days from now against Washington. The following week, in Week 3, September 21st, the Green Bay Packers against the Browns. Week 4, we've got Packers at Cowboys. That'll be tough, and that'll be a revenge game for Micah Parsons against Jerry Jones and the Green Bay Packers. And then, of course, Week 5, we do have a bye week. Bye week in Week 5, Week 6, Bengals at Packers. Not exactly an easy schedule, not exactly a tough schedule either. Kind of a middle-of-the-pack, manageable schedule here. Their toughest game for sure is well, it's definitely the Detroit Lions, but the Washington Commanders will pose a threat. My Dallas Cowboys will fight. I don't know how much of a fight they'll put up, and then coming out of the bye week at home, they should be able to handle the Bengals. EJ, the monkey, OG. What up, EJ? Welcome back, homie. I remember most of you guys. EJ, thanks for checking in, bro. Thank you for checking in. Hey-yo, off the bat. No touchdowns just yet. We'll turn that off. And let's zoom out a little bit. I wonder if we can get this depth chart, this drive chart here for this one. Is this game over? This game might be over. Here we go. 21 seconds left to go. They had to spike it. 2nd down and 4. Here's the shot. The catch is made. Kyle Pitts picks up the first. 16 seconds left to go. He also stops the clock on that one. I think we're going to get overtime in this game, guys. I think we are going to get overtime in this game. We're not going to cover the overtime. We're going to get into the one game. One pride, says McDonald's, man. What up, McDonald's, man? 4:22 p.m., says John Jackson. I know, it's close. Got to wait 3 more minutes for it to pop up on YouTube TV for whatever reason. I see deplorable garbage. We see Grumpy Grandpa saying, I really don't think that you guys fully understand how bad the Detroit Lions are going to dominate the NFL this year, even with our tough schedule. We'll see. Dwayne Washington saying, back like I never left. What up, Dwayne? Welcome back, Dwayne. Dropping back here, Michael Penix Jr. will shoot to the end zone. Great defensive play there. That would have been a catch. Antoine Winfield was there to break up that pass, and if he was not, that was a touchdown for sure. Great defensive play there for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, wow. Those 2 hands didn't hang on to that one well enough. That's why Ray McLeod. That's why Washington is like a 3rd-string player. BRB says, EJ, I'll be here, EJ. We're waiting for this game to just finish up. I've actually got 1 minute on my clock before I get this game. The next game started. I've actually got 1 minute on my clock before this next game is supposed to get started. I'm going to refresh the page here in just a moment. And we should have action. So there's the throw. Little tangle up right there. Pass is incomplete. 3rd down and 10. 6 seconds left to go. Younghoe Koo's going to come out here to kick that field goal. Okay, guys, give me just a second. I will be right back. I got to make sure that this is set up properly. Sorry about that. What am I doing here? Okay. Okay. Okay, we're here. We're back. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Detroit Lions with the football in hand right now. They are lined up for kickoff. The Green Bay Packers going to get the opening kickoff, which means they will get the football. They will kick off to start the second half. Detroit Lions, Green Bay Packers. We'll give the possession over here. Let's get this game underway, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, guys. Go to our game tracker, refresh my page, go to my game tracker. This all should update here in just a moment. Here's the kickoff, opening kickoff going. Green Bay gets the football, and we start this game. The 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, the 45-yard line, and talk about a return right there. Green Bay Packers bring this out to the 45. Hold the phone. There is a flag on the play. Let's find out what the opening flag is right here while I get the final touches on this one. Looks like a holding on the receiving team. First down for Green Bay, so that will back them up an additional 10 yards. It should have game tracker pulled up right here. No game tracker yet. I'll refresh this on ESPN here as well. There we go. We've got the ESPN game tracker down below. This should give us a little visual assistance. And then on this side, we need the game tracker. Should give us everything we need. Okay. All right, guys. Got to do one quick final change. 1st and 10 coming up for the Green Bay Packers after the opening possession. We are at the 17-yard line, single back formation. Jordan Love under center. He takes the snap, hands this off to Josh Jacobs. Jacobs will go forward and is wrapped up after a gain of just 1. 2nd down and 9 coming up. So a 2nd down and 9 football. Not advanced too far, guys. We're at about the 18-yard line now after that 1-yard pickup. Let's bring up the box score, give you guys all the data that you grow used to seeing, the reason why y'all check into this channel, or one of the reasons why many of you check into this channel. We are live now. The Green Bay Packers do have the football. Let me get this clock started here as well and get all of our pieces moving. We've got 2 backs out there behind Jordan Love, or one right next to him and one behind, waiting for the snap. Jordan Love will fake the handoff, a little play action. Josh Jacobs buys him time on the block. A wind-up and a throw to the second shelf. Romeo Doubs on the grab. That's good for a Green Bay Packers. 1st down. There is another flag on the play, so hold the phone. Let's see what this flag is. Let's find out what this flag is. I think the Buccaneers won, says Scoot. Illegal contact, defense. This penalty will be declined, which means Green Bay Packers, 1st down. Green Bay Packers get the 1st down to open up this one. A beautiful throw there from Jordan Love. 20 yards, catch made by Romeo Doubs. A 20-yard reception for Romeo Doubs. Fresh new set of downs. 1st and 10 coming up here. 13 minutes and 57 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Single back formation. I almost said Aaron Rodgers. There's the snap and the handoff. Jordan Love will give this to, how did I almost say Aaron Rodgers? Jordan Love gave that football over to Josh Jacobs. Looks like no gain. 2nd down and 10. Why does 87 Doubs have a cloth helmet over his normal helmet? It's called a guardian cap, Brandy. He's wearing what's known as a guardian cap, and it is to help prevent concussions. Lots of head injuries with Tua. Tua should be responsible enough to wear one. He chooses not to. Apparently, they help reduce concussions. Doesn't matter in this particular case. It doesn't change the play, but here we go from the 37-yard line, 38-yard line, all day in the pocket. A shot overthrown right there. That one intended for Tucker Kraft. And Jordan Love putting it just a little bit beyond the reach of Tucker Kraft. That pass incomplete on 2nd down and 10. It brings up a 3rd down and 10 and stops the clock with 13:07. 13:07 left to go here in the first quarter. Hazer checks into the house. Stanley Copeland saying, yeah, the Bucks won. How about them Bucks? John Jackson saying, what's going on with the Detroit Lions, guys? The Detroit Lions are playing defense right now. Green Bay Packers with possession. 3rd down and 10. Let's see what happens here. 3rd down and 10 from the 38-yard line. A man in motion here takes the snap. Jaden Reed is the motion man. He looks that way, doesn't like it, winds up and throws up the middle. The catch is made here. Dontavian Wicks gets the first down. First down, Green Bay Packers, a pickup of about 16 yards on that one. Fresh new set. It was a 3rd down and 10. This advances the football into the Detroit Lions territory. So we cross midfield with that throw. Football at the Detroit 46. Football at the Detroit 46. And the Green Bay Packers are doing their thing right now. See if I can't shrink this down just a hair. Okay. Thank you for that $10 super chat, Dusty Attic. Here's the snap and a handoff going around the right-hand side. Josh Jacobs struggling there a little bit to gain any yardage. Picks up about 2 on 1st and 10, 2nd down and 8. Let's read that comment here. He says, let's effing go. Thank you, Mario, for being here for us. Thank you for that super chat, man. I really appreciate that, Dusty. Thank you so much. I got to go check the mail. I'm excited to go check the mail, but it's Sunday, so probably no mail today. It'll probably be here tomorrow. I'm excited to see the cards that you guys got me, so I do appreciate that, by the way. 2nd down and 8, looking left, throwing left. Catch is made on the left-hand side. Looks like Fitzpatrick is there to make the grab. A 2-yard gain brought down by Jack Campbell. It brings up a 3rd down and 6 on that one, down to the Detroit 42-yard line. Green Bay Packers with possession. They've been on this drive for a while now here. It's still a 50-50 game at this moment, but the Green Bay Packers started this drive way back on the 17-yard line. You can see that down below. 0 yards after catch on that play. A lot of data coming in based off of that. You can look down at the bottom, guys. Here's the snap. Jordan Love on 3rd down and 6 from the 42-yard line. A pump fake, a wind-up, a throw. The catch is made. There's a grab right there. That's good for a 1st down. And the rookie, Matthew Golden, will pick up the 1st down. 1st down, Green Bay Packers. So Matthew Golden picks up 11 yards on 3rd down and 6. And I knew he was going to be a factor early on in this one. Early on in this one, the Green Bay Packers opening play. Opening drive, opening sequence seems to be going well. Again, this is the opening drive of the game, and I did not get my clock started here, so let's actually put this where it needs to be. Let's actually get this clock where it needs to be. They're highlighting some Matthew Golden information. I got 10:36 left to go. We've got a snap and a handoff here. Doesn't like the look and has to fight to get back to the line of scrimmage. Josh Jacobs, not really anything there. A helmet coming flying off right now. Flags coming in. Tucker Kraft, his helmet just kind of shoots off here. There's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this one is. Okay, let's find out what the penalty is, guys. Red Stedman saying, holy mackerel. Golden, says Reggie O. Raekwon King saying, yo, what's up, Mario? What's up, chat? What's up? Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense number 34, Brian Branch, had his hand inside of Tucker Kraft's face mask and literally pulled his helmet off. Man. Unsportsmanlike conduct. That's terrible. And also a missed face mask here by the officials for sure. Definitely a missed face mask here by the officials. But this does put the Green Bay Packers, after that 15-yard penalty, at the 16-yard line. Here's the snap and a handoff going around the left side on the end around. Looks like Williams will gain just 1 yard here. Fresh new set of downs after the penalty. 1-yard pickup, 2nd down and 9. We're at the 15-yard line inside the red zone. So let's get our music set. Red zone music now, baby. Here we go. So Green Bay Packers, 2nd down and 9. The clock is ticking right now. 2nd down and 9, 9 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. 9 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Shotgun formation, trips to the right, a 3-man rush coming in. Here comes the 4th, a little delay, but plenty of time. Winds up and throws. This pass incomplete. Intended there. Looks like to Romeo Doubs. 3rd down and 9 coming up after the missed play. That does stop the clock with 9:31 left to go. Have you guys hit the like on this video just yet? Be sure to do so. Football is back, baby. Estella, what's going on? Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. New Newbie Stuns saying, yo, what up, newbie? What up, newbie Stuns? Let's go, Dirty Burrito. Welcome back. Slim Faley saying, what's up? What up, Slim Faley? Here we go, 3rd down and 9. Green Bay Packers with the football. A shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. There's the snap. Love winds up, shoots to the end zone. It's caught. It's good. It's a touchdown. It is good. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers will score the opening touchdown here with 9:26 left to go after a 10-yard dart was thrown by Jordan Love to Tucker Kraft on another tight end angle. Actually, a bit of a zig route. I love it. He ran for the post at the end of it. Great throw. Jordan Love, patient, found the pocket. Great throw. The score is 6-0. Here comes the extra point attempt. Extra point attempt, guys. 6-0 with 9:26 left to go. Opening play, touchdown, Tucker Kraft from 10 yards out. The extra point attempt is good, and the score is now 7-0. Green Bay Packers first to draw blood. How do y'all feel about that? How do you guys feel about that? Most of you guys think that the Lions will win this game? I don't know, man. Most of y'all think that the Lions will win this game. I don't know, bro. This will be a good one. Should be a good one. Get that cheese head and get that cheese head on. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. I don't know if I'll be able to put that cheese head on for sure. Reggio saying, wahoo. What up, Reggio? I wonder how everyone is doing today. Detroit Lions, Green Bay Packers. What a game we have here. Green Bay Packers, the first to score. Can the Detroit Lions answer back? A lot of good games around the NFL today, guys. A lot of good games around the NFL. Music Mary checking in. What up, Music Mary videos? Dirty Burrito saying Packers. Matt Farm saying boo. Packers got this, says Country Kisses. Packers got this, says Country Kisses. Well, for those of you guys who are new, here's the spread for today's game, Sunday, September 7th. It is Sunday, September 7th, and we've got Lions versus Packers for you guys today. Packers, slim favorites here, 2.5-point favorites. Two Felons podcast saying F the Packers. Feel some kind of way about that, don't you? That's okay. Feel however you want, my friend. I'm a Cowboys fan. That's fine. My wife is a Packers fan, though, so. Janet Jones saying, I got my chips and cheese dip ready. You know, I had a buddy ask me a really interesting question. By the way, guys, we're just in the middle of a commercial break. The Green Bay Packers just scored. The score is now 7-0. Detroit Lions about to get their first offensive possession of the game after 5.5 minutes were eaten up off the clock by Green Bay. But I had a friend say something to me, and he says, tortilla chips are far superior than potato chips. And that, like, I don't want to say it shook me, but it got me thinking, like, how do you not like kettle-baked chips? Like, I understand that, like, you can do your cheese puffs and do your Cheetos and Doritos and all that stuff. That's cool. I like that. But something about Pringles, man. I love me some Pringles. I don't know. Nothing to do with football. I've just had that on my mind, like tortilla chips, corn chips versus potato chips. I don't know, man. It's Micah's turn now, says Jeremy. Go Pack Go, says Vontae Leroy. Scooter Max saying cap. All right, guys. It is about to be Micah Parsons' turn. Let's see. All right, y'all. Green Bay Packers going to send this football after scoring. They're going to send this one right back to the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions get the football here, and they bring it out to the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, the 24-yard line, I think, before going down there. They're going to mark this 1st and 10 at the 24. Let's get this thing started. 9:22 left to go. It is the opening drive here for the Detroit Lions. And once again, for those of you who missed the intro, this is the Detroit Lions team. Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown. You're going to have Khalif Raymond. You're going to have Jameson Williams. You're going to have Decker, Mahogany, Glasgow, Rattledge, and Sewell as your offensive line with Sam LaPorta as your tight end for this game. Jared Goff going to get back there in an I formation. So we've got two running backs lined up behind Jared Goff right here. We're starting this drive at the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. Waiting for the snap is Goff. He takes it. He tosses. This time it goes around the left-hand side, and it looks like Jahmyr Gibbs will pick up just a yard on that play. Does start the clock again. Let's get things moving. So Jahmyr Gibbs, a lot of cheese today, says Vante, Leroy. Caleb Winter saying Montgomery too. Montgomery will be back there. You're absolutely right, Caleb Winter. I like David Montgomery too. Looks like Jeremy Hottenstein is in the house. Let's go Parsons. There goes that man. Minimal Animal, thanks for checking in. Marty, ready to party. Fierce Fact is in the house. What up, Fierce Fact? Here is Jared Goff, 2nd down and 9 from the 25-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs standing to the right-hand side. Jared Goff calling something at the line, waiting for the snap. There it is. He drops, he throws. Catch made. Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield has to cut back. Gibbs will pick up another 2 yards on that play. Looks like Keyshawn Nixon and Valentine going to bring him down. This will bring up a 3rd down and maybe 7 here after the 2-yard pickup. Clock stays hot. Destructo Cron, thanks for checking in. Zoom Station, what's good, homie? Cheers to you, bro. 3rd down and 7, and it is loud at Lambeau Field, my friends. It is getting real loud at Lambeau right now. 3rd down and 7. 8 minutes left to go in the first. Can the Lions convert? Jared Goff doesn't like the look. Play clock down to 5. Waiting for the snap, still directing traffic. Goff play clock down to 2. He takes it. They fake the blitz. Goff has to move. He will wind up and check it down, and no gain here. As a matter of fact, it'll go down as a loss of 2 yards for Jahmyr Gibbs, and it brings up a 4th down and 9. A bad 3-and-out opening sequence here for the Detroit Lions. Brought down by Lucas Van Ness on that play. Jared Goff loses 2 yards on that pass to Jahmyr Gibbs. No passes past the line of scrimmage for Jared Goff yet. All those plays were out of the backfield here. 4th down and 9. Looks like Fox going to send this one back to Green Bay. Here's the snap. Here's the punt. And this one goes back towards the Packers. Flag on the play. This one takes a friendly Lions bounce, and this will go inside the 20. Possession changes here back to Green Bay. Let's stop the clock with, looks like 6:57. Looks like 6:57. We'll get a 1st down coming up right now. Bad Detroit Lions. WTF again. Modern and Ronan, what's going on? Guys, let's find out what this flag is right here. The official, prior to the snap, false start, and they're going to replay this 4th down. So the Lions going to punt again. Replay 4th down and 9. Let's do it again. 6:57 left to go. Standing ovations for Parsons, says Jeremy Hottenstein. I'm always standing. I'm always standing. Every ovation is a standing ovation for me. What's up, Lisa P? Thanks for checking in. In case you're wondering, unsweetened sparkling water. This is what we go with. I've got hot coffee right here, and then I've got just flat water today. We're not drinking right now. We might grab a beer for the 2nd game, but I want to make sure that my voice stays intact because we do have that double header today. Okay, guys, so a redo kick. Here's the punt again for the Detroit Lions after that 5-yard penalty. This one a much higher hanging punt. This one a much shorter punt. This is to the 40, the 45, the 50, and it looks like the Green Bay Packers going to start this drive at about the 48-yard line on their own half of midfield, their own side of midfield. 1st and 10, Green Bay Packers after the punt. Woo! Vontae Leroy saying Parsons already causing havoc. Already causing havoc. All right, guys, we go to another commercial break with 6:52 left to go. A change of possession. Green Bay gets the football back. Chicken Jockey, what's up? Says, yay, Lions. Deplorable saying, I might start drinking if my team keeps playing like this. I'm not impressed, his team being the Detroit Lions. All right, guys, quick head-to-head information. So we've now seen both quarterbacks, but why don't we compare both of these quarterbacks. So we've seen both of these quarterbacks today. And right now, the head-to-head comparison between these guys, Jared Goff has completed both of his passes for a grand total of 0 yards. Meanwhile, Jordan Love is 6 of 8 so far after the opening drive with 65 yards and a passing touchdown. Jared Goff not off to a hot start right now. Last season, though, Jared Goff did really, really well. Touchdown Seahawks, says Living Like Larry. Thanks for that super chat. And Minimal Animal, welcome to the touchdown level. Thank you very much. Much love, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Rock and roll. Welcome to touchdown, Minimal. Mr. Animal, thank you very much. What an animal. What an animal. What a guy. Living Like Larry with that $10 super chat as well. What a guy. Touchdown Seahawks. I like to see it. I do like the Seattle Seahawks this season. Y'all have heard me say that time and time again. But take a look at these numbers. Everyone believes that the Green Bay – well, not everyone. Actually, most of you guys don't even believe that the Green Bay Packers will win this one. Most of y'all say that the Lions will win this one 464 votes later. 464 votes later, and most of you guys still believe the Lions will win this one. Well, today, this doesn't exactly match up, but this is a very different offense. Let me rephrase. It's a very different offensive scheme after losing Ben Johnson. Now, Goff last season, 4,600 passing yards. Not much of a rusher. We know that from Jared Goff. 37 total touchdowns to 12 interceptions. A completion percentage of 72%. He did get bagged 31 times, but he had a great passer rating. Now, Jordan Love, kind of mid last season, but you know what? He only has to be mid right now because their defense is looking really good. I still think Jordan Love is going to have a very, very good year this year. These were all the matchups for today, guys. We'll get into the next week's here during tonight's game. A windup and a throw and a dropped pass on 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Jordan Love throws that football. It was intended for Jaden Reed, but it was a little bit low. This brings up a 2nd down and 10. They are showing that replay right here, and it looks like Zach Charbonnet scored that touchdown there. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown for the Seattle Seahawks. 2nd down and 10, Green Bay Packers with the football. 6 minutes and 49 seconds left to go after the incomplete pass. Football remains on the Green Bay 48, yet to cross midfield. Single back formation, 2 receivers on the right. Waiting for the snap is Jordan Love, who is under center. Man on the move, it is Tucker Kraft on an end around. Tucker Kraft will take it out to the 49-yard line across midfield. So a pickup of 3 means a 3rd down and 7. And you can see the drive developing right underneath me. I like, says Ready Same Day. Great to be here with you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Football Nation. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor. Let's finish this drive together, right? If you hate me, you can go to another live stream. But let's finish this drive together. We got a shotgun formation, 49-yard line. This could be the last play of the drive, so not much of a commitment here. 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Green Bay Packers from the 49-yard line of the Detroit Lions. Jordan Love will drop back, throws. The play is made. The catch is made. Jaden Reed is good. He is there for a big gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Green Bay Packers. A monster 25-yard pickup from the 49 down to the Detroit 24, and this is a fresh new set of downs. Let's get this clock ticking once again. Great play. Jaden Reed elevated, came down with the football. I love it. Matthew Golden and Jaden Reed both making this Detroit Lions defense pay right here. 1st and 10 for the Packers. The snap, the handoff. Josh Jacobs will go forward. He finds a little bit of space there, gets this inside the red zone, down at about the 18-yard line after a pickup of 5. 2nd down and 5. A 5-yard pickup on 1st down will work. You're happy with that. The Packers now inside the red zone. Packers now inside the red zone with 5 minutes left to go in the first. They could make this a 2-touchdown lead with a score on this drive. That's the first big pickup there for Josh Jacobs today. 5 minutes left to go. A running back to either side of Jordan Love at the moment. Here's the snap. He fakes the handoff, in trouble, will wind up and throw. This one going to be caught, but it's not going to be for much. A pickup of about a yard. Actually, they might call this, Brooks picked that one up. It brings up a 3rd down and 3, 2-yard pickup. Not impressed by that play. It brings up a 3rd down. So a bad play there. You're gonna want that one back. My TV screen says 3rd down and 4, so that's what my screen will say here as well. 3rd down and 4. They are at the 18-yard line. The line to gain is the 13-yard line. I would call that 5 if that's the case. But here we go. It's actually at the 17. Okay, math. Math is hard. 3rd down and 4. Here's the snap. Jordan Love will wind up and shoot. He goes up, and it's intended for Romeo Doubs on 3rd down and 4. No flag. The pass is incomplete. Great defensive breakup by Terry and Arnold to get his hands all over that football and making life really difficult right there for Romeo Doubs. I think that Jordan Love had preemptively decided he was shooting for the pylon, and I think he decided that he was preemptively going to shoot for the pylon. Didn't quite work out there. He had a man underneath, Matthew Golden. I think Jaden Reed was open underneath here, but here comes the 34-yard field goal attempt for the Green Bay Packers. The 34-yard attempt is good, and we get some points on the board. Okay, guys, the first score here off the leg of a man is in. We get 3 more points for the Green Bay Packers. A 34-yard field goal, 36-yard, 34-yard field goal is successful. Okay, there we are. That's it, man. That's where we are right now. So that drive ends in a field goal. 7 plays, good for 36 yards. They had great field position when they started this drive. Remember, they started at the 48-yard line. They couldn't cap off that drive. The Lions defense held up. 7 plays, 36 yards, just under 3 minutes taken off the clock, and the Detroit Lions will be getting the football back after that effort. So one of those bend, don't break kind of mentalities there from the Detroit Lions defense. Looks like it did okay. I wonder, can these Detroit Lions keep up the pace? It looks like a good day to be a cheesehead, says Vontae Leroy. It sure is a good day to be a cheesehead. I think any day is a good day to be a cheesehead. And again, as I said, my wife is a cheesehead, so we keep these close by. I don't put these on. I feel like it would make my head singe. I put it on to do some skits for it. But my wife is a cheesehead, right? Shout out to Green Bay Packers fans. I actually proposed to my wife at Lambeau Field. I know I say that a lot, but it's one of my small flexes here is to say that. Packers' next 5 games, guys. Let's take a look at this. Y'all can let me know what you think. So today they've got the Detroit Lions. Next week on Thursday Night Football, they will have the Washington Commanders and Green Bay Packers. Week 3, it's going to be Packers at Browns. Week 4, Packers at Cowboys. Bye week for Week 5. Yes, that's an early bye week. And Week 6, Bengals at Packers. So what will the Packers' record be after their first 6 weeks? Packers record? What do you think? Packers record. We've got today's game plus these 4 down here. What do you think it'll be? Gladums, what's up? Welcome back. What do y'all think? Easy, says Chicken Jockey. Easy. Thursday Night Football. We'll see how it goes. Country Kiss is saying, keep those likes coming. Smash that like button. Thank you, Country. 3-1 Green Bay. Jeremy Hottenstein saying 14-3 for the season. Shoot, that'll be interesting. No losses, saying 5-0, 5-1. Well, the bye week, it'll just be 5 games total. But okay, let's step away from this. Heyo. Okay, guys, it looks like we're going to get our opening kickoff here. The Green Bay Packers send this back to the Detroit Lions, and the Lions unsuccessful at turning this into an opportunity. They bring that football out to about the 16-yard line. There's a penalty out here. Flag on the play. Let's find out what it is. They probably got that out to about the 20, shy of the 20, but there's a flag on the play, so let's find out. Give me just a moment. I'll have more information for you here in just a second. In just a second. So, they looked like they were going to score, but they didn't. Holding. Receiving team, so holding against the Detroit Lions. Away team, going to be charged for that. They're going to charge that to Isaac Tesla. Isaac Tesla going to be charged. And so Micah Parsons and the Green Bay Packers defense now comes out to do their thing. Packers defense looking good, especially here at the linebacker spot. They got Rashawn Gary on one side and Micah Parsons on the other. He is out there. He is suited up, but he's not on the field on this play. A flag comes in, 1st and 10 from the 10, trying to go around the left side. Looks like Jahmyr Gibbs will pick up about 5 on that play against this Packers defense, but there is another flag on the play, so let's find out what this one is. Offsides, offense, 5-yard penalty. So they're going to give that. Oh, that's a penalty against Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams going to cost his team a 5-yard penalty here. So this makes it a 1st down and 15 from their own 5-yard line. The Detroit Lions now have no spinning, says Wade Tuckness. The Detroit Lions now have to go 95 yards in order to score. Here we go. Single back formation. Jahmyr Gibbs is the lone back. He will get the carry around the right-hand side. He will make a man miss. He will get around the corner. He gets up to the 20-yard line. Looks like it's enough. It brings up 19 yards of a pickup. 14 yards of a pickup to the 19-yard line. To the 19-yard line, and it's a 2nd down and 1. 2nd down and 1. The clock will start ticking here. Looks like we can subtract some time from there. All right, guys. Jared Goff under center. 2nd down and 1. Football to the Detroit Lions 19-yard line. The information is down below, so you can keep your eye on what's going on. Here's the snap. There's another handoff. Jahmyr Gibbs goes just right up the gut here. Climbs the ladder that is the right hash, and will end up picking up 5 yards on that play. So Jahmyr Gibbs on 2nd down and 1 picks up 5. That means 1st down, Detroit Lions. 1st down, Detroit. The Lions pick up some yardage right there. That's a lot of yards on a good defense, says Vontae Leroy. It sure is, but Jahmyr Gibbs is a good running back, so that's fair. Dan Tellusk, what's going on, Mr. Brown? Good to have you in here. Parsons just waiting to get in there right now. He is. Here we go, under center right now. Jared Goff will snap, play action, a screen to the left-hand side. Montgomery will lose a couple yards right there. I don't see Jared Goff throwing the football downfield right now, and that's concerning me. I don't like the play calling here. It seems too conservative for the Detroit Lions. This seems like really conservative football right now from the Detroit Lions, and I expect to see a lot more out of this team. I'm wondering why they are doing what they're doing. It was actually a 2-yard loss by David Montgomery. Brings up a 2nd down and 12. Detroit at their own 22-yard line. Jared Goff under center takes the snap, fakes the handoff against a 4-man rush. He will wind up and throw. That's a shot downfield. Do they call it a catch? Amon-Ra St. Brown? They're saying it's caught. 1st down, Detroit. And Amon-Ra St. Brown good for 19 yards. Here's the replay. He gets... Oh, they better get this next one off. Does he drag both toes? That's a tough one. Here's the snap. The whistles came in. Timeout before the snap. This might be challenged. It's a 2nd down and 12 from the 22 with 1:22 left to go. We might have a challenge flag here. There is a Green Bay challenge review. Green Bay believes that he might have had 1 foot up. So, okay. Under review. Challenge. That looks like a catch to me, bro. This is going to be a quick one. It's going to be a quick one. So we got a challenge flag in right now. Yeah, it's really messed up, says Stanley Copeland. What's up, Football Nation family, says our boy Santino. What up, Santino? Welcome in, my friend. Dan Tellusk Brown saying, I picked Detroit to win. Who else picked them? A lot of people picked them. Looks like Stanley Copeland saying he was a good dude. George saying me. Let's see, guys. 582 votes on this one. Let's see if we can't get 1,000 votes on this one. let's see if we can't get 1,000 likes on this video. We are in the middle of a commercial break. The Green Bay Packers have chosen to challenge this play, so we are going to take a few minutes here. The goal for today's live stream is to get to 38.3. So we only need 60 more subscribers. That's going to be one of our talking points throughout the day. If you're new to the channel, I'm not going to ask you guys to subscribe just yet. Stick around. You might enjoy the show. So, Detroit Lions down by 10. A big play right there. I think the call on the field will stand, guys. That looked like a catch to me. And I think that Amon-Ra St. Brown will pick up those 19 yards on that play, and it will be a Detroit Lions first down. And the football should advance to the 41-yard line, and the Detroit Lions should have a chance to continue moving forward. I think he was in there. Country Kiss is saying, let's get to 1,000 likes. She likes that challenge. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. Okay, we are in the middle of a commercial break. Guys, these were the games that have happened today. Games that happened today. A huge win today, 33-8 or 33-9, something like that, over these Miami Dolphins. Dolphins got crushed. Squeaking out a win today, we saw the Pittsburgh Steelers win by 1 against the New York Jets. A hell of a game. We've got the Cardinals who went into Caesar Dome, the Caesar Superdome, and Cardinals won that game. We saw the Washington Commanders get their win. The Jacksonville Jaguars won their game. Close game here. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers got their win over the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons lose their opening game at home. Cincinnati got their win. Actually, I don't know who won this game right here. It looked like towards the end of the game they were up significantly. I think the Raiders might have won that one. Someone could say something there. Left toe looking suspect, says Duff Lock. Call on the field is going to be upheld, guys. Let's get back to this. So this does mean a 1st and 10 from the 41, like I mentioned before. The review is over. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. There's the handoff, left-hand side. And it looks like David Montgomery will do some damage here, picking up 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 coming up. 2nd down and 5 for David Montgomery. 1:09 left to go. The 5-yard pickup moves the football to the Detroit 46-yard line. Football shy of midfield. Detroit Lions with possession. We are in the first quarter, in the waning moments of the first quarter. A single back formation, Jared Goff under center. I see Sam LaPorta at the bottom of this formation. Here's the snap. It is a handoff, not a play action, fighting for yards. Picks up about 4.5. 3rd down and 1 coming up here. 3rd down and 1 coming up here. David Montgomery in on that sequence, and he's looking better than Jahmyr Gibbs right now. Here we go. Thank you, Marty Party, saying you're the closest thing to Stream East. LOL. Appreciate you, Marty. Cheers, man. Let's get to 39,000 subscribers, says Chicken Jockey. That would be cool, dude. That would be pretty sweet. 3rd down and 1 coming up. This should be the end of the quarter, guys. This will take us to the end of the first here. So let's just go ahead and stop the clock. I don't see that they're actually going to snap this one. They're not trying to get a hard count here. 3rd down and 1 when we get back from this commercial break. 3rd down and 1 when we get back from the commercial break. Should start the next one here with a few minutes. So, okay, Hottenstein, Dr. Jeremy saying giggity, giggity, giggity goo. Okay, guys. So, quick question. Quick Q&A. Let's end this one. Close and Q&A. Confirm. Start a Q&A. Did your team win this week? Did your team win this week, whoever your team is? Do you feel good about your opening game this week? Guys, I hope you do. Let's go to our top chats right now. You are a good streamer for sure, says Vontae Leroy. Thank you, Vontae. Appreciate that, homie. Nope, says Joseph Connor. Joseph, who's your team, dude? Talk to me. Who is your team? My Dallas Cowboys did not win this week. That was a tough one. That was a tough one to stomach, man. Not going to lie. Hate seeing my Dallas Cowboys lose like that. Hate seeing my Dallas Cowboys lose like that. Let's see. Going to scroll down just a hair here. A zhuzh. Go Jags, says Pickin' and Lovin'. Living Like Larry saying nope, not yet. Country Kisses saying nope, No, the Jets lost for Dantelis Brown. Sorry, buddy. Lions for the win, says Miss Joan of the Ark. Lions for the win. Yes, the Commanders are doing well, says Fierce Fact. Nice, I love it. When did Dan get soft on play calling, says Janet Jones. Honestly, that's what I've been saying. TM Martin saying, remains to be seen. Pickin' and Lovin' saying, yes, go Jags. So Nice saying, it will. I'm Dat1 Criminal, bro, watching you on both. Go Cowboys. Appreciate you, Dat1. Dat1 Criminal showing some extra love right now. Appreciate that, sir. Motor City DJ saying yes. Vontae Leroy saying Green Bay Packers. Motor City DJ dropping Steelers. Steelers won. Good. Congratulations, guys. I know, guys. Dallas Cowboys didn't quite get it. We are in the middle of a commercial break. When we get back from this commercial break, it will be the opening play of the second quarter. Second quarter will be starting, and we have a 3rd and 1 when we get back. The Detroit Lions with possession. The Detroit Lions just at midfield right now. They're not on the Packers' side. They're not on their own side. They are at the 50-yard line. Can I get a yeet for Jay? USO. What up, Michael? Yeet, yeet. Here we go. From the 50-yard line, the line to gain is the 49, a 3rd down and 1. The snap, the handoff, the tough fight for the yardage, the pickup of 2. David Montgomery gets it. 1st down, Detroit. The Detroit Lions get the 1st down, the much-needed 1st down. And in case you guys are curious about this information over here, let's read this stuff out loud. Jared Goff, 4 of 4 today for just 17 yards. He's 100% passing today. Jahmyr Gibbs, 3 rushing attempts, 20 yards. David Montgomery, 4 rushing attempts, 10 yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown has 19 receiving yards. Here is the move. Here is the snap, the handoff to David Montgomery. He will lose 2 yards on that play going backwards. It will bring up, you reset this, 2nd down and 11. And let's get all this set up. Lions going to the NFC Championship with Green Bay, says Chicken Jockey. It's possible. John Malcolm saying, I just tuned in and added my like. Thank you, Mr. John Malcolm. Appreciate that. Cheers to you. Sparkling water for now. We'll drink something a little stronger for tonight's game. Here we go. 49-yard line, 2nd down and 11. Jared Goff in the shotgun formation waiting for the snap with 2 receivers at the top of the screen. Play clock down to 2. Here's the snap, and Goff drops. Goff doesn't like the looks. He winds up and throws to Gibbs. Gibbs makes the catch out of the backfield. Not a whole lot picked up there. Maybe a gain of 3 will make it a 3rd down and about 8. Should make it a 3rd down and 8, but hold the phone. There is a flag on the play. Let's find out what this one is. Stops the clock with 13:36. Stops the clock with 13:36. Let's find out what the call is. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting, defense. It's a 15-yard penalty against the Green Bay Packers, against Xavier McKinney, and that'll be a 1st down for the Detroit Lions. Not exactly how you want to get your yardage, but you will take a 15-yard penalty for sure. Xavier McKinney taunting after that big hit right there. And so it's a 15-yard penalty, an automatic 1st down, 1st and 10 coming up for the Detroit Lions, and they are all the way to the Green Bay Packers 30-yard line after that play. Talk about a pickup. Talk about a useless penalty there. Unnecessary thing to do for Xavier McKinney. Here we go. 30-yard line, Detroit Lions with the football. Single back formation motion on the field. Here's the snap, a little play action. He will toss this over to Jameson Williams, who does get around the corner, staying in bounds, picks up about 10. He is tackled twice on one hit right there. And that is going to end up being, is that a 1st down? It might be just shy of a 1st down. A lot of trash talking. It's a divisional matchup. I like the scramble. I like the energy. Those guys are actually talking trash to each other out there on the field, which is pretty cool. Stay hydrated, Mario. You're busy today. I know, Janet. I know for sure. Hydrating with coffee doesn't exactly help. Anyways, that was a pretty big pickup right there, guys. This brings up looked like a much bigger pickup than it was, I guess. So 2nd down is 7 is what I see on my TV screen. It looked like much more than that. He must have stepped out of bounds earlier. Here we go, guys. We've got a single back formation here. This looks like a clear running play. It is. They hand this off to David Montgomery, looking slippery as ever. Jahmyr Gibbs looking slippery as ever. He takes that football from about the 28 to the 25. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd down and 7 means 3rd down and 4, maybe 5. They're going to call it a 3rd down and 5 right here with 12 minutes left to go in the first half of this game. Will the Detroit Lions score on this drive, or will they be left out in the rain? It's actually not raining. It's just a turn of phrase. Here we go. 3rd down and 5. Shotgun formation. Trips to the left. Detroit Lions in Packers territory. Here's the snap. Goff will wind up and throw. The catch is made. Amon-Ra St. Brown, good for a 1st down. Call that a pickup of 8 yards right there on a crucial 3rd down. And the conversion is successful. 1st down, Detroit Lions. We are inside of the red zone, down to the Green Bay 17. So inside of Green Bay territory, the Detroit Lions now have the football, and they're looking to get their first points of the game. Detroit in a shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Jared Goff, he smells a blitz coming in. He calls an audible at the line of scrimmage. He makes sure everybody hears him. Play clock down to 5. Here is the snap. Of course, the blitz comes in. He throws to Montgomery. He throws to Jahmyr Gibbs, who makes the grab, gets out to the 12-yard line. Call that a gain of 5. 2nd down coming up now. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5 after that play. The football to the Green Bay 12. Can Green Bay hold back the Detroit Lions, or will this offense come to life on this drive? Jared Goff has yet to miss a pass in this game. 7 of 7 today for 34 yards. Micah Parsons, haven't seen him at all just yet. Waiting for the next play on 2nd and 5 from the 12-yard line. Play clock down to 2. Goff will hand this off, going around the right-hand side. No gain on that play. Great stop by the Green Bay Packers defense. Jahmyr Gibbs going nowhere, dropped by Rashawn Gary and Edrin Cooper. Great job by the Green Bay Packers defense there. Just a strong fight up front in the trenches there. I'd love to see that. I love that smash mouth football right here. So now we got a 3rd down. 3rd down. You don't get too many options like this. You are in, and there is Micah Parsons. Parsons is in on this play. Jared Goff sees a man running over on his side. He's now in a shotgun formation. There is the snap. Goff drops back. He runs. He will wind up and throw an incomplete pass right there. Plenty of time. Honestly, Micah Parsons didn't even put any pressure on him. That pass is just a bad throw from Jared Goff. The pressure, I don't know what that was. Rattledge and Glasgow, it took both of them holding back Micah Parsons here. So Parsons was double-teamed, and Goff lost his composure. The pass is incomplete. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes a 30-yard field goal attempt. Here comes a 30-yard field goal attempt for the Detroit Lions. Will they knock this one back and make it a 7-point game? Here's the kick from the right hash. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the score is now 3-10. Field goal, Detroit Lions. Okay, guys. Jared Goff is off is what I saw there. That was his first missed pass today. So I don't want to say that he's off, but they're looking a little timid. They are looking a little timid right now. The extra point attempt, it was just a field goal, no extra point attempt. We'll get a kickoff here after the 3 points were picked up. Let's turn this off. It will be possession change. Cool. 9:30, 9:27 left to go. 9:27 left to go. What is going on, chat? Chat, the likes are so weak, says Country Kisses. Smash that like button. Okay, guys. Here. Let's hit this like. Let's do this. If you guys are enjoying the live stream, if I've had your attention for 5, 10, 15 minutes, smash that like button, guys, because otherwise this channel could disappear. Now, if I'm sitting here and I'm just 1st down, You know, like you don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that. I'm here. We're in it, guys. It's you. It's me. Whether you're watching on your tablet, whether you're on your phone, whether you got me on your TV, bro, I am here for you. So leave a chat. Say what's up. Let's have some real dialogue. Right now we're in the commercial break. I see Donzel checking into the chat. What's up, Donzel? I see Wade Tuckness saying Micah makes him nervous. He would make anyone nervous for sure. Mark McKay saying yes, nerves for sure. Robert Randolph checks in saying I will never forgive the Packers for what they did to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers sneakily got the win today. Let's see. Wade Tuckness saying, don't be that, says Wade Tuckness. Living like Larry with the thumbs up. Appreciate you, bro. All right, guys, just hit the like button. Appreciate you. John Jackson, appreciate you guys out there. Burrito, Mark, Marty, David Bacco, Cedric Jones saying what's up. What up, Cedric Jones? We got Not Okay saying, hey, subscribed. Thanks, dude. I appreciate you, Not Okay. I'm not okay. Sorry, I'm an emo kid, bro. Shout out to Cedric Jones. Thanks for checking in, man. I appreciate you being part of the chat today. Janet saying, thank you. I appreciate that, Janet. We got Matt Sardina saying, what's up, pal? What's up, Matt? Fist bumps to you, bro. Thanks for checking into the chat, dude. Thank you. Minimal Animal saying, you get the TV, bro. You're that good. Thank you, Minimal. Appreciate you. Disc Golfer checking in as well. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this commercial break is just about over. Matt Sardina saying, oi, mate. What up, mate? Thomas Golo saying, Packer fan in Michigan. Mark McKay, 4 touchdowns. He's still a bum, says Mark McKay. Thomas Golos, thanks for checking in, guys. All right, y'all, I'm going to step away from the chat now because we're getting football back. Here is the kickoff. The Detroit Lions sending this back to the Green Bay Packers. And here is the Green Bay Packers. They're going to call this and say, you know what? This is going to be a touchback. So, 30-yard line right now. Green Bay Packers going to start this at the 35-yard line. We are going to see the Detroit Lions defense take the field now, and they've got some bad dudes out here. Aiden Hutchinson, Alex Anzalone, Jack Campbell, Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph, DJ Reed, Terrian Arnold, DJ Reader. There's a lot of Marcus Davenport. A lot of dogs out here for a team whose mascot is a cat. But on the offensive side, Jordan Love and company are out there. So from the 35-yard line, there's the snap, dropping back. Jordan Love airs it out. Deep shot. Romeo Doubs makes a grab. Monster play. 48 yards. First down, Green Bay. An absolute monster of a show. Res Dog Vids, I see you, bro. Cheers to you, first-time observer. He says, what a play. Romeo Doubs takes this one to the Detroit 17-yard line. Oh, my gosh. That was just a post route. It was beautiful. I mean, oh, my gosh. Jordan Love dropping a dime, and the Green Bay Packers quickly find their way inside of the red zone now. 17-yard line. Here's the snap. The blitz coming in. Love shoots to the end zone. It's caught, and Jaden Reed will score the touchdown just like that. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers. Wow. 2-play drive. Touchdown for Green Bay. They shoot the arrow, they hit the target, and they roasted that Lions defense. Just absolutely cooked them. Just absolutely cooked them on that play. Oh my gosh. 2 plays back-to-back. Secondary flat-footed sleeping on Green Bay. Romeo Doubs, then Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed gets the score. Green Bay is up 16-3 over the Detroit Lions. Man, losing Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson is going to be worse than some people think. There's the extra point attempt. It is up. It is good, and the score is 17-3. That offensive play had nothing to do with Micah Parsons. That is 100% Green Bay Packers offense. That is 100% Jordan Love and company. And my gosh, did they show up on that. Wow, that was like the fastest drive. That was a 53-second drive. 2 plays, 65 yards, 53 seconds. Green Bay Packers score, 8:34 left to go. 8:34 left to go in the first half. Green Bay Packers up 17-3 over the Detroit Lions. We are now going back to another commercial break. When we get back from this commercial break, we will see the Detroit Lions get possession. But what was that, dude? That was insane. Jordan Love, opening play. There was a simple post route, and it was Romeo Doubs who went up and towards the goalpost, ran that post route. Jordan Love just threw that football up in between the hash marks, picked up 48 yards on that play. The next one, we had Tucker Kraft lined up, we had Jaden Reed lined up where Tucker Kraft was. He literally just ran from the slot, ran on the outside, climbed the ladder, shot to that post right there. Shot to the pylon. Beautiful play. Loved it. Chadlin, thanks for checking in. NGSTB saying Lions are cooked, says NGS. Michael Larnino saying Buffalo Bills are my favorite team. I like that. Well, who is your favorite team, guys? Who is your favorite team? I'll cover the Buffalo Bills game for you tonight, bro. Who is your favorite NFL team? Is Micah hurt? No, but he's not exactly in football shape. He's not exactly in football shape right now, or at least that's what they say. Disc Golfer saying Green Bay has showed up to play looking like the Lions fell asleep. NGS saying horrible. Shake off that rust, Detroit Lions. Who's your favorite team, guys? I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. You might be a Cincinnati Bengals fan. Jerry Rule saying I'm a Packers fan. Mark McKay saying bear down. I see you. Donzel saying bang bang Niner gang. I see you, bro. TM Martin flexing out for Detroit. Country kisses with the Cowboys. Patrick with the Cowboys. Xavier, what's up, Mr. Shofford? Saying go Pack go. The Mighty Commanders saying Zoom Station. Chicken Jockey with the Lions. Ward saying Buffalo Mario. You know that. What's up, Ward? Thanks for checking in. Modern Ronan saying Packers. Do we got to ask? Go Pack go, says Jeremy. Minimal saying Packers. Homegrown Chief, no bandwagon, says Zestly. Snipes, I love it, Zestly. Here's the kickoff from the Green Bay Packers. We're about to see the Detroit Lions take possession here and see if they can answer back. The 20, the 25, down at about the 28-yard line. Detroit Lions have the football shy of the 30. We're going to get this drive started here for the Detroit Lions here just a moment. Archiver says Commander. Larry says Seahawks. What up, living like Larry? NGS Tampa Bay Buccaneers for sure. Isaiah checks in for his Denver Broncos. He says, but Bo is having a rough game. Interception and a fumble. Ouch. Country kisses, I see you. Rob Wave saying Saints Nation, what up? I love it. A lot of Lions fans in here today. Thank you guys for checking in. Okay, I'm stepping away from the chat to call this game. 1st and 10, 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the first half of this one. Jared Goff will take the snap. He fakes the handoff. He's in the pocket, winds up, throws. Catch is made down to about the 35-yard line. Calling that a pickup of 6. 2nd down and 4. The clock will continue to tick, so the Packers are down by 14 right now. This is exactly where they didn't want to find themselves. Down by 14, they will get the football to start the second half, so they can do some clock management here, but I think the main goal is just score. I think the main goal right now is just score some dang points. 2 receivers left. 1 receiver right. Shotgun formation, 35-yard line. Goff takes it. He will hand this off. David Montgomery puts his head down, picks up about 4.5. Not quite 5 yards that they needed. About 3.5 if that's the case. Not quite the full yardage that was needed. 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 1. Detroit on their own 38. They only need 1 yard here to get a fresh new set of downs. This offense, Aiden Hutchinson on the defensive side, not looking happy about that last defensive drive for the Detroit Lions. A big 3rd down for the Lions offense right now. Looks like ASB is the man in motion. Goff not looking his way. He will wind up, check down. David Montgomery makes the pass, makes the catch, and David Montgomery will pick up 7 yards. That's good for a Detroit Lions. 1st down. 1st down for the Detroit Lions. Detroit converting a crucial 3rd down right there. Fresh new set of downs will move the sticks 5 yards after the catch right there. 1st and 10. Detroit Lions out to the own 45-yard line, still shy of midfield. Kathy, thanks for checking in. Jordan Earhart, thanks for checking in. 1st and 10. Coming up right now. First and 10, this time from the 45-yard line. Jared Goff will hand this off to his running back, and David Montgomery will bulldoze his way forward to about the 49-yard line. Call that a pickup of 6, and that will work. That'll do, pig. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. Second down and 4 coming up. 6 minutes and 13 seconds on the clock. Here we are, David St. Clair enjoying your skills. He asked for a shout-out. Go Green Bay. Mr. David St. Clair, thank you for checking into this live stream. Second down and 4. We've got ourselves an I formation. Jared Goff will hand this off to David Montgomery once again. Montgomery running aggressively here, but not picking up much yardage. Stuffed there by the Green Bay Packers defensive line. This will bring up a third down and 2 after a 1-yard gain. Third down and 2, Micah Parsons checking back in. The camera immediately zooming in on him. So Micah Parsons on a big third down and 2 situation will check in for the Green Bay Packers defense. Will he do enough to disrupt Jared Goff here? Goff in a shotgun formation, motion on the field from Khalif Raymond as he goes to the top. Waiting for the snap. Goff calling a quick audible. Play clock down to 5. Amon-Ra St. Brown now the man in motion. Dropping back, looking left, throwing left. Catch is made. ASB with the grab. First down, Detroit. The Detroit Lions pick up 9 yards on a third down and 2. This brings up a first and 10. Moving the football into Green Bay Packers territory. Detroit Lions working their way towards Green Bay's end zone now. Less than 5 minutes remaining in the first half of this game. Remember, the Detroit Lions will get the football to start the second half. There's a lot of football left to go. The Detroit Lions might be down by 2 touchdowns, but this game is not over. Under center now with the 38-yard line of the Green Bay Packers, we've got Jared Goff. Here's the snap. Here is the handoff. Left-hand side, and Jahmyr Gibbs struggling in today's game by his. So it's a second down and 10. No gain on that play. 4:28 remaining in the first half. Green Bay Packers Quay Walker did a great job of wrapping him up immediately. I mean, Quay Walker just knew exactly where they were going with this, and he was just there. So, great job. Walker made the stop. No gain on the play. Second down and 10. Detroit Lions are still at the Packers 38. Motion on the field. Here's the snap. Goff dropping back. Will wind up and throw to Sam LaPorta on a screen. LaPorta diving forward will pick up a gain of 4 on second down and 10. That makes it a third down and 6. Third and 6 coming up right now. Football to the Green Bay 34, and this drive might stall out and finish with another field goal here. Hopefully not, but let's find out what happens. Guys, I think everyone is sleeping on how important these offensive and defensive schemes are. I know they have the same personnel, but without Ben Johnson as the offensive coordinator, without Aaron Glenn as the defensive coordinator, this team doesn't have the same oomph. Trips to the left, third down and 6. Here is the snap. Goff will take it. He throws it. The catch is made at the 30, and Jameson Williams will pick up about 4 yards, but it brings up a fourth down and 2. And here's the question, what would Campbell do? I think you go for it now, guys. Go for it or not. It's Campbell. They have not been playing well. Do you go for it or not? The most fourth down attempts since 2021. The most fourth down conversions since 2021. This team lives on fourth down situations. It's 4th and 2 from the 30-yard line. The Detroit Lions are going for it now. Play clock down to 3, 2. Goff takes the snap. Goff in the pocket. Goff will wind up and throw. Jameson Williams makes the catch. He gets to the 20. It's good for a first down. First down. Detroit Lions. They went for it. They got it. And not only did they pick up 2 yards, they picked up 2 more. A 4-yard pickup on fourth down. There's a penalty on the play. It's against the defense. The penalty will be declined. Let's reset this. Let's reset that. And we've got 2 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in the first half of this one. A fresh new set of downs moves the Detroit Lions inside of the red zone. This should take us to the 2-minute warning. Detroit Lions inside the red zone here. And what play so far. What a game so far. The Lions got a big play there, says Alec M. Laura, what's going on? Shoot. Scoot checks in. All right, guys, what is up, y'all? Cheers to y'all. Frey Allen saying go for it, yes. Frey Allen saying go for it. Slump Goon saying Packers won. The Packers already won. Not over yet. We got Big Queen checking in right now. What's up, guys? Frey Allen, I see you, saying clap, clap, clap. Albert checking in, saying looking like the Lions of old today. Just a little bit, bro. Vontae saying GPG all game. Green Bay Packers. Go Packers, go all game. Y'all going to hate me, says Vontae. Third quarter of 49ers versus Seahawks about to start as the second quarter is about to end in that game. Second quarter about to end means that you'll go into halftime. Going to halftime. What up, Marty? I see you out there. Let's see what happens now. Lions from Detroit. Detroit Lions. Guys, 900 votes right now. Who will win this game? 900 votes. The Green Bay Packers versus the Detroit Lions. We're close to 1,000. I will ask the next question once we get to 1,000 votes. Then we'll move on to the next one. But go Lions from Detroit, says DB Pooper. What's up, Mr. Pooper? Cheers to you. Thanks for checking in. We are in the middle of a commercial break. We didn't do a quick – let's do this one here. This is a good one. So defensively, guys, we can take a quick look at these two defenses head-to-head. Last season, the Green Bay Packers defense was better than the Detroit Lions defense, and that is with Aaron Glenn, but they did not have Aiden Hutchinson. And I said this earlier in the game. The Detroit Lions, without their defensive coordinator, they don't look the same. Without their offensive coordinators, they don't look the same. This game is not over, but the Green Bay Packers defense, in my opinion, got better this year. In my opinion, the Green Bay Packers defense got better this year. They did lose a couple of players, but they picked up one man right here, and this dude's an absolute beast right now in Micah Parsons. So I expect these numbers to get even better. Guys, they were top 10 in all of these categories. Yards allowed per game, rushing yards allowed per game, passing yards allowed per game, turnovers forced per game, and sacks per game. Already top 10. I think with Parsons healthy, if he gets more playing time moving forward, we'll see even more than 45 sacks. This will be a 55 sack defense, and they're going to put the pressure on these quarterbacks a lot. We're coming out of the 2-minute warning. Thank you guys for checking in right now. I see you, Tom, saying go, Pack, go. Let's cut over to this. All right, guys, inside the red zone. 1st and 10, 2 minutes left to go. Shotgun formation, trips to the right. We're at the 19-yard line. Detroit Lions with the football. Motion on the field. Sam LaPorta goes to the top. Here's the snap. Dropping back in the pocket. Jared Goff has to scramble as the pocket collapses. He will throw that away. Pass is incomplete. Stops the clock with 1:54. And this brings up a 2nd down and 10. So 2nd down and 10 coming up now. Slippery rock, says Albert. Zestly Snipes saying if he is healthy. Vontae Leroy saying it's about to be a top 5 defense. I'm with you, Vontae, on that one. Country Kisses saying like, chat, like, smash it. Giggity. Not even worried about it. Just stick around, guys. Don't go anywhere during halftime. I got a trivia quiz for y'all here. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Motion on the field right now. Here's the snap. He is going to fake the throw. He will hand this off to David Montgomery. Montgomery will pick up about 3 yards. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 here. Out to the Green Bay Packers 16-yard line. They need this. I don't think the Lions cannot get, like, if they don't get this touchdown here on this drive, and this game's going to start to slip away quickly. Michael Larnino saying, yep, if I do good, I will be going to Villanova. Nice, dude. Here we go, guys. Shotgun formation. Sam LaPorta at the top of the screen. We've got 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Amon-Ra St. Brown lined up in the slot. Goff will throw to him. It's intercepted. It is picked off right there. Great play defensively, and the Green Bay Packers will take over. That was sniffed out. It was red, and Williams was there for the pick. A turnover here, and the Green Bay Packers will get the football back. Wow. Williams totally picked that off. I saw him lined up in the slot. I knew he was going to throw in that direction. Holy smokes. So, I don't even have him listed as a starter out here. Williams came down from the second shelf out here and just picked him off. Like, what an absolute monster of a play that was. Amon-Ra St. Brown looking for a soft spot, but the Green Bay Packers defense too good on this one. We were just talking about how good this defense was. We were just talking about how good that defense was, and the Green Bay Packers just picked it off with 1:08 left to go, guys. Okay, 1:08 left to go in the first half. The Detroit Lions, Green Bay Packers. Packers in full control of this game right now. Packers in full control of this game right now. Kathy saying, go Packers. Mongo saying, sweet. If you're a Packers fan, and you're watching this live stream right now, first of all, congratulations on your first interception of the 2025 season. Go ahead and drop your green and cheese right now so we can give you Green Bay Packers fans your official shout-outs for this live stream. Burr, 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 burr. Where y'all at? Low throw, said Katie Espresso. It was a pretty low throw, bro. Where my Packers fans at? Where are my Green Bay Packers fans at? Are y'all a little nervous to come out and reply just yet? That's okay. That's okay. You guys can just stick along for the ride. I just wanted to see if anyone was checking in right now. That Bang Bang Niner gang came in a little late. Got about 1,000 people watching right now, guys. Appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. There we go. Robert Zamora checked in. Michael Maldonado checking in for the Cheeseheads. I needed that Amon-Ra touchdown. I'm with you, too. That would have been a good one. I'm new to the chat, says Michael Larnino. What's up, Michael? Welcome, my friend. Fist bumps to you, bro. Just for tonight, says Robert. I can't find my cheese, says Kathy. Double X saying, go Pack, go. Fabian saying, go Cheese. Tommy Montgomery saying, go Packers, go. Joseph Lindsay saying, go Pack, go. There's Red Dog Vids checking in right now. What up, Red Dog? With the cheese. That is a very low throw. They're reviewing this right now. It looked like a pick to me. I think that's a pick. I don't think that's going to go down any other way. Okay, guys, I'm going to step away from the chat. Let's pop out the chat. It's a 1st and 10 for the Green Bay Packers. There's a throw to the left-hand side, and the catch will be made right there by Matthew Golden. Golden gets the opening play right here. This brings up a 2nd down. So a 2nd down, we got to reset all of this. It's now possession Green Bay Packers. 2nd down and about 5. Maybe a 2nd down. Yeah, 2nd down and 5 after that 5-yard pickup from Matthew Golden on the left-hand side. Green Bay Packers have advanced the football out to their own 18-yard line. They have 1:06 left to go. They used a timeout just now after that play. They got plenty of time. Here's the snap, dropping back. Here's the throw, and it's going to be caught underneath here. This looks like it'll be a short gain. Short gain right there, and they're only going to use that one timeout. 2-yard pickup, 3rd down and 2. 3-yard pickup, 3rd down and 2. So that was the tight end. I don't think that was Musgrave. That was Musgrave, not Kraft. Excuse me. That was Luke Musgrave on the grab. Here we go. 3rd down and 2 coming up. 3rd down and 2. Football to the Green Bay 22. Let me get myself focused in here, guys. Football to the 22-yard line. A direct snap to the running back, and Josh Jacobs will fight for the yardage. He cannot quite pick it up. It'll bring up a 4th down and 1. 4th down and 1 with 21 seconds left to go. Timeout going to be called right now, this time by the Detroit Lions. So, first timeout, 4th down and 1. You should have called those timeouts sooner, honestly, to try to get a chance here. They might get one Hail Mary opportunity. The Detroit Lions in trouble, guys. Detroit Lions down by 2 touchdowns right now, and this Green Bay Packers defense looks legit. Even without Micah Parsons in on all these plays, this Green Bay Packers defense looks legit. And honestly, the Detroit Lions don't look like they have that same zhuzh, I guess, that they had before. So a direct snap to Josh Jacobs only picks up 1 yard. 4th down and 1, but they're too close. Normally, we know that they would go for it on 4th down, but they are on their own 22-yard line. Green Bay has to punt here. So Detroit Lions about to get the football. Here we go. Detroit Lions about to get the football. Let me pop out my chat one more time. Minimize this out over here. waiting for the snap on the punt, guys. 4th down and 1. There is the boot. This one is a high-hanging kick. It goes, it goes, it goes. We get to the, looks like the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, cutting back the other way. Oh, he's being chased down. He should not have run backwards. You know better than that. Anyways, looks like not much of a gain. Khalif Raymond doesn't get very far on that one. Khalif Raymond gets out to about, looks like the 15-yard line. Kind of a silly run right there. The fact that I said silly, man, that tells you I've got a kid. 5 seconds left to go in the first half, guys. And basically, they're just going to take the knee and go into halftime would be my guess. Maybe one Hail Mary play, but we've got one more play and we go into halftime, and then I've got a trivia quiz for you. Do not go anywhere during this trivia quiz. I've got some good ones for you guys. I've got some good ones for you guys. All right, guys. He says it's not every day you see a punt take up 16 seconds, but that's exactly what it was. 1st and 10, they take their knee. This does take us to halftime, guys. This does take us to halftime, which means it's time for our trivia quiz. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Football Nation Trivia Quiz, where I ask you guys 10 questions, and you guys get a chance to answer for bragging rights. We're playing for bragging rights today. If you're looking to win some prizes, we've got something else for that. But for now, we'll start with question number 1, guys. Question number 1. Who holds the Green Bay Packers franchise record for the most career sacks? Is it A, Aaron Kapman? Is it B, Clay Matthews? Or is it C, Reggie White? Who holds the Green Bay Packers franchise record for the most career sacks? A, B, or C? Go ahead and plug in your answers now. There are no penalties for wrong answers, ladies and gentlemen. The answer is indeed Clay Matthews. Well done, country. Well done, country kisses. I appreciate you and your candor jumping in. Not only does he have the most career sacks for the Green Bay Packers, guys, he's also got the coolest hair for the Green Bay Packers, or at least he did when he played for them. But let's move on to the next question here. Question number 2. And you guys might have seen this one before. Which Detroit Lions player appeared in 4 Pro Bowls and also acted in TV shows and films? Is it A, Billy Sims? Is it B, Joe Schmidt? Or is it C, Alex Karras? A, B, or C, guys? A, B, or C? Go ahead and plug in your answers now. A lot of you guys have already seen this trivia question, and Santino and I talked about it. We will be updating all of our library, but for now, there's a lot of new people in here right now. The answer for this one is Alex Karras, guys. Karras played defensive tackle for the Detroit Lions from 1958 to 1970, but he ended up being in the movie Blazing Saddles. He was also George Papadopoulos in that sitcom Webster, and he did some other things as well, but little fun fact for you guys. Let's move on to question number 2. How many Super Bowls have the Green Bay Packers won? Is it A, 4? Is it B, 5? Or is it C, 6? How many Super Bowls have the Green Bay Packers won? A, B, or C, guys? Go ahead and plug in your answers now. It's a simple question, guys. The real answer to this one is A. The Green Bay Packers have won 4 Super Bowls, y'all. They won the one in 1967, Super Bowl I. They won Super Bowl II in 1968, and then they won again in 1997, and one more time in 2011. 4 Super Bowl championships, 4 rings. Don't you forget it. Let's move on to the next question. Which Detroit Lions player led the team in interceptions during the 2024 regular season? Was it A, Brian Branch? Was it B, Malcolm Rodriguez? Or was it C, Kirby Joseph? One of these guys led the team in interceptions last season. Who did it? Who was the guy? Who was the guy that did the thing? Who was the guy that did the thing? The answer for this one is C, Kirby Joseph. Led the team in interceptions in 2024. He is a safety. He had 9 interceptions, leading both the team, guys, and ahead in the NFL here with 9 interceptions as well. Had himself one hell of a year. If you guys don't know the name Kirby Joseph, you better recognize. Let's move on to question number 5. Question number 5, guys. Which Green Bay Packers player holds the franchise record for the longest field goal in Green Bay Packers history? Is it A, Ryan Lonwell? Is it B, Brandon McManus? Or is it C, Mason Crosby? Ryan Longwell, Brandon McManus, or Mason Crosby? A, B, or C? Longwell, McManus, or Crosby? A, B, or C? The answer, most of you guys probably got that one right. It is Mason Crosby. Mason Crossbar. Mason Crosby, 58-yard field goal. I mean, it's got to be Mason Crosby. Who else would it be? Who else would it be? Mason Crosby, no longer with the team, actually. Now retired. Hey, it happens. Let's move on to the next question. This one is one of my favorite questions, guys. The Detroit Lions head coach Dan Campbell played 10 seasons in the NFL. But what position did he play? Was he A, a tight end? Was he B, a wide receiver? Or was he C, a linebacker? What position did he play? Tight end, wide receiver, or linebacker? A, B, or C? What position did head coach play? What position did head coach play? Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Campbell, head coach of the Detroit Lions, was a tight end in the NFL. He was drafted in the 3rd round of the 1999 NFL Draft by the New York Giants. He played for the Giants, the Cowboys, the Lions, and the Saints during his career. And if he would have stayed with the Saints one more year, he would have won that Super Bowl with them. So, let's move on. Actually, I think he did win the Super Bowl with them. Next question, guys. Which Packers quarterback holds the franchise record for the most career passing yards? Is it A, Aaron Rodgers? Is it B, Bart Starr? Or is it C, Brett Favre? Which Green Bay Packers quarterback holds the franchise record for the most career passing yards? Go ahead and plug in your answers now. Again, no penalties for wrong answers, guys. We're just doing this for funsies. We're just doing this for funsies. It is halftime, and the answer to this question is Brett Favre, guys. Brett Favre has the most passing yards in his career out here. 61,000 passing yards. Aaron Rodgers only had 59,000 passing yards with the Green Bay Packers. So, yes, it is Brett Favre. Next question, guys. Question number 8. Question number 8. Who holds the Detroit Lions record for the longest field goal kicked? So, we asked about the Green Bay Packers' longest field goal. Who holds the longest field goal here for the Detroit Lions? Is it A, Justin Tucker? Is it B, Matt Prater? Or is it C, Jason Hanson? A, B, or C? What do you think? What do you think? So, it is Matt Prater, guys. Matt Prater. It is Matt Prater. He kicked a 56-yarder. Now, Justin Tucker has the longest field goal in NFL history, but that was with the Baltimore Ravens when he kicked that 67-yarder. Matt Prater is the #1 kicker there. I hope you guys did okay. Let's move on to the next one, guys. For the Green Bay Packers, their head coach. Which Green Bay Packers head coach holds the record for the most total wins in franchise history? Is it A, Mike Holmgren? Is it B, Curly Lambeau? Or is it C, Vince Lombardi? Who has the most total wins in Green Bay Packers head coaching franchise history? A, B, or C? Ladies and gentlemen, the answer is actually Curly Lambeau. Curly Lambeau with 209 wins, guys. Now, Vince Lombardi, obviously it is named the Lombardi Trophy, 89 wins, won the first Super Bowl, won the second Super Bowl, but Curly Lambeau has the most wins as a head coach for the Green Bay Packers, 209 of them. Here we go, guys. Final question. Who holds the Detroit Lions record for the most consecutive games with a receiving touchdown? It is a record for the most consecutive games with a receiving touchdown. Is it Amon-Ra St. Brown, Calvin Johnson, or Golden Tate? A, B, or C? Plug in your answers now. Final question, guys. This is your chance to redeem yourself. You guys seem to have done okay on this live stream. The answer to question number 1 is actually Amon-Ra St. Brown. The record just recently broken. 8 consecutive games last year in 2024. That is the longest touchdown reception streak in the NFL. I believe one of the longest ones in the NFL. But the answer is A, not B. Sorry. Sorry. 8 games in a row. Okay, guys. So, how did y'all do on that trivia quiz? I know some of y'all, I think most of you guys missed that one. Most of you guys went with Megatron, but the answer is actually St. Brown. Most of you guys actually went with Megatron, but the answer was St. Brown. So, how did you guys do? 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10. Looks like Country did all right. She did 7 out of 10. Well done, Country. Well done, Country. 5 out of 10 for Living Like Larry. 6 out of 10 for Mark McKay. I did mid. I was 3 and 8. You even got an extra question in there. I was ass, says NGS. Eileen Jensen saying she got 6 of them right. Okay, rock and roll. 4 out of 10. Love it. Megatron is hype. Megatron is fire, bro. Was fire, but that's the way things go. All right, guys, I would not be doing my job if I did not do the promotion for today, guys. We are running a promotion for Underdog. If you play and you sign up with our promo code that's linked in the description below, you just play $5 and you will automatically get paid $50 when you sign up for Underdog today using the promo code Let's FN Go. Football Nation FN. Let's FN Go. You get it? You see it scrolling by? First-time players only, guys. So if you've never played Underdog, sign up for that today and get $50. An easy $50. Easiest $50 I ever made, that's for sure. Easiest $50 you ever made, if that's the case too. So I'm going to scroll down the music here. We're going to turn this down just a bit, guys. We're going to crank this back up right now. And in case you guys need a quick link as well to try and check out the promos that are available for the sports books that we are promoting right now, here is the link. You can click on that and see if you are in an area where you can get a promotional deal for one of the sports books that we are promoting right now on Football Nation. If you want to help support the channel, that's one of the best ways to do it, guys. One of the best ways to do it. The best way to help support this channel, though, is to like, comment, subscribe, and share. All 4 of those things are absolutely free. Doesn't cost a dime, and it'll help validate the effort that we put in on these live streams. Okay, guys, we took a look at the schedule here. The second half about to get started. Really quick, guys, the Detroit Lions, if they don't win this game, they've got a game against the Bears next week. They've got a game against the Ravens, Monday Night Football. That's 2 weeks from now in week 3. Monday Night Football, Lions at Ravens. Lions better get it figured out now because they're not going to get it much easier of a schedule. Cincinnati Bengals coming up in week 5, and the Kansas City Chiefs in week 6. I think Green Bay wins this division. I think Green Bay has the easier schedule. I think things are not what they were in Detroit without Ben Johnson, without Aaron Glenn. I keep saying those names time and time again, but I do genuinely think that this Detroit Lions team will take a step back, and I think the real team to beat in the NFC outside of the Green Bay Packers, outside of the Detroit Lions, outside of the Philadelphia Eagles, is no longer the Detroit Lions. It is the Green Bay Packers. I think that's the case right now. Michael saying, hopefully Detroit beats the Ravens. This is a hell of a schedule, dude. So, what do you guys think? How will the Detroit Lions do after 6 games? Right now, they're down by 14 to a divisional opponent, mind you. That's a big thing right now. It's a divisional matchup. Next week, they have another divisional matchup. Then they've got to go to the AFC and travel and play against Baltimore. Then they got to host the Browns. Then they got to travel. Like, there's a lot of travel here, too. These Lions are going to be exhausted by the time they get into the thick of things. Having played some seriously tough opponents, they got to stay healthy. Leo's fave, says Patricia Garland. What up, Patricia? How you doing, Miss Garland? We got TM Martin saying gel time is always a factor. Dirty Burrito saying Bears win next Sunday. Oof. Mongo saying 3-3. NGS saying hopefully Detroit beats the Packers. Game's not over, so that's a possibility. Packers are not it, says Matt Farms. What? Bro. Mira, bro. I'm telling you. The Packers are it, dude. The Packers are it. I love Jordan Love. I think a lot of people forget how good Jordan Love really was just a couple years ago. He was a top 5 fantasy quarterback just a couple years ago. And I know fantasy football ain't real football, but it means something, man. It means something. If we look at the stats right now, guys, Jordan Love has completed 12 of 16 for 162 yards. Let's look at these two teams head-to-head as we finish up the halftime report. The players are lined up right now to get the second half started. The Detroit Lions about to get the football here any moment. But the Packers scored 10 points in the first quarter, 7 points in the second quarter. The Detroit Lions have only managed to muster up a field goal. Jared Goff, 75 passing yards, 167 passing yards for the Green Bay Packers. Rushing yards, Josh Jacobs has been rough right now. He will find his good games. Here's a big return out to about the 33-yard line for the Detroit Lions. I would like to see the Green Bay Packers rushing numbers go up, but right now they're just putting it in the arm of Jordan Love, and it's working out. That being said, Detroit Lions have the football now. We are starting the second half, ladies and gentlemen. And I might be yelling, but just so you know, we are starting the second half. The Detroit Lions bring the football out to the 32-yard line. Third quarter is now underway. Let's get this thing started. Change of personnel right now. Patricia Garland saying what is up. What up, Mongo? What up, Vontae? What up, Patricia? What up, everybody watching this live stream? Here's the snap. Little play action. Jared Goff against the four-man rush will wind up and throw from the 32. Catch is made. Advanced out to about the 37. Jahmyr Gibbs slipping down a 5-yard pickup. Second down and 5. Second down coming up right now. Third quarter action. Chris Bailey leaving a comment in this area says, I don't see any way the Lions go 5-12 this year. Their schedule is brutal and they lost both coordinators. I think 11-6 is realistic. I think I agree wholeheartedly with that statement, Chris. And Tony, thanks for checking into the chat as well. I'm stepping away from the chat. Second down and 5. Goff will wind up and throw. The catch is made at the 50. Sam LaPorta breaks a big one. The 40, the 30, down at the 31-yard line. A big gain here, a big first down, Detroit Lions. Sam LaPorta picking up 32 yards on the play. 32 yards on the play. Sam LaPorta with a big catch right there. Love the advancement right there. Xavier McKinney had to make that stop, or I think LaPorta would have taken that all the way. Jared Goff throwing that football with a hand in his face and still connecting with Sam LaPorta. What a play. Good yards after catch, about 18 of them after the catch. First down, Detroit. First and 10. We're now at the 31-yard line of the Green Bay Packers. Detroit Lions in the second half looking a lot more aggressive on this one. This is what we expected out of the Detroit Lions. Another play action. Goff winds up and throws. Catch made by Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield. He will slip, not losing anything, gaining just a yard. Second down and 9. Don't love the way Jahmyr Gibbs has been performing in this game. Only 22 yards in this one. He does have a couple of receptions, 6 targets, 6 receptions. So in a full-point PPR format, he is doing pretty well despite not having a whole lot of yardage. I see you, William Nicholson. I see you out there, Tony Lee. I see you, Reggio, TM Martin, and Matt Farms in the chat area. We're going to call this game next commercial break. I will make sure I check in with you guys right now. Second down and 9. From the 30-yard line. Here is the snap, and Goff will put this in the belly of Jahmyr Gibbs. Gibbs will pick up about 3. Call it a pickup of 4. It brings up a third down and 5. So third down, Detroit Lions, third down and 5 inside of Green Bay Packers territory at the Green Bay 26. About 12 and a half minutes remaining. Looks like David Montgomery is checking in on this play. Montgomery, in my opinion, a little more successful in this opening game today over Jahmyr Gibbs. He's looked like the more stout of the two running backs, although Jahmyr Gibbs doing a great job out of the backfield catching passes, not really turning those into yards. Third down and 5 from the 26. Goff fires. Sam LaPorta again makes the grab. Hang on to that football, big dog. Don't let that go. Don't drop that pill. That's good for a first down. Detroit inside the red zone. The Detroit Lions will advance, and they move this one out to the Green Bay 10-yard line after a 16-yard grab from Sam LaPorta. Sam LaPorta with a big grab. We go into the red zone area now. Detroit Lions backing up the Packers, and the Packers defense starting to look a little shaky here. A good opening drive in the second half for the Detroit Lions. It's like Jared Goff remembered all of a sudden, oh yeah, Amon-Ra St. Brown isn't my only target. That's right, I can throw to my tight end. St. Brown at the bottom of the screen. Jared Goff in a single back formation, play action. He looks to St. Brown, doesn't like it. He has to scramble. The offensive line still holding up. Goff lets it go. Overthrows intended for Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's a 1st and goal. It becomes a 2nd and goal, guys. The pass is incomplete. Stops the clock with 11:10 left to go. Can the Detroit Lions score a touchdown here? Will the Detroit Lions score a touchdown here? About to find out, I tell you what. You guys still with me? Are you guys still here? You guys still with me? Let's finish this drive here. 2nd down and goal. This drive, 1 rush, 4 passes, good for 58 yards. The passing game working well. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. Jahmyr Gibbs keeps running into trouble. Gibbs is now running backwards, and Gibbs will lose 6 more yards. Jahmyr Gibbs, another carry, goes backwards. It becomes a 3rd and goal, and this backs them up to the 16-yard line. A loss of 6. Great job defensively by Nixon. Keyshawn Nixon. Great job. Nixon makes the stop right here. Still with you, says Country Kisses. Patrick Broadway saying here. Tony says we're still here. Janet's still with us. Let's go. Okay, 3rd and goal. 10 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Jared Goff from the 16-yard line trips to the left. Goff looks to the lone man on the right. The catch is made. David Montgomery will get this one back inside the 10 to the 9, but it's a 4th down and goal from the 9-yard line, and I think the field goal unit will come out for this one. If they can knock this back, it becomes an 11-point game. It's still a 2-possession game. Penny Sewell doing a great job of holding back Micah Parsons. Penny Sewell doing a great job of holding back Micah Parsons. Here comes the 4th and goal field goal attempt, guys. This one looks like it's going to be, well, it should be a decent one. Looks like 27 is what I see on my screen. 27-yard field goal for the Detroit Lions. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Bates puts that one through, and the score is now 6-17. 6-17, guys, and we're good. So, field goal, 6-17, down by 11. Let's reset all of our numbers here. Reset all of this, change the possession, turn this off for now. And we're going back to another commercial break. So, commercial break coming up. After the score, we're going to get a change of possession. It's no longer 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and yards. What's up to you guys out in the chat? Raul saying, good work, thank you. Raul, I don't know if you're talking about me or if you're talking about the Lions, but either way, I like the energy. That's good, positive energy. That's what this is all about. Roderick Roberts, thank you for checking in. We got John Jackson still in the house. Reggio, David Bacco. I see Michael. I see Jim H. in the house. Appreciate you guys. Princess Peak saying, go Packers. What up, Princess Peak? Tony Lee saying we should have 3 touchdowns. Lions fans, nothing to get upset about. Y'all just scored. Where are my Lions at? Where are my Lions fans at? Let's see those blue hearts. Let's see those Lions. Let's see if I can do this. Blue. 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 Where are my Lions fans at? We got any out here? Sewell versus Parsons venting, says TM Esquire. TM Martin Esquire. We here in SVG in the game. Big up JJ14. What up, Roderick Roberts? Thank you, DB Pooper. We got Tony Lee. I see you out there, eye to eye. What's up, eye to eye? Saying roar. Sorry, that was my Madagascar where he goes roar the whole. Anyways, I love Ben Stiller. I thought he did great in Madagascar as Alex the Lion. Shout out to Frey Allen. Shout out to John Jackson. I see you guys out there. Raul saying, I meant you, amigo. Let's go, Lions. Appreciate you, Raul. Eye to Eye saying, I'm actually a Bengals fan. DB Pooper saying, go Lions. NGS saying, you're trolling now. Chicken Jockey, what's up, dude? We got, let's see, TM Martin saying, go Lions. Vontae saying, not just cooked, but burnt. Let's go. Gregorian Conway checks into the chat. Patricia saying, here we are. Gia saying, Detroit. And we've got John Jackson saying hello to Patricia. Appreciate you guys. Rock and roll, man. Okay, Brian Branch, pick 6, says Tony Lee. Let's see what happens here. Brian Branch, pick 6. It might happen. Who knows? You never know. Here's the kickoff, guys. The Detroit Lions sending this back to Green Bay. Green Bay will bring the football out to the 20. The 25, shy of the 30. He actually decides to run backwards. Gives himself up. This will be down at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for the Green Bay Packers at the 24. And I've just had the clock ticking the whole time. Let's go ahead and add that time back. 9 minutes and 34 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Plenty of time left for either team to break through right now. Let's do this thing. So, Packers offense taking the field again. Jordan Love today, already 167 passing yards. He's completed 12 of 16. Josh Jacobs, very quiet today. Josh Jacobs, 6 rushing attempts, just 8 rushing yards. They're up by 11. They're at the 24-yard line. Green Bay takes the snap. Jacobs gets the carry. Jacobs goes around the right guard. He will bulldoze his way forward to pick up a 4 of 6. Means 2nd down and 4. A good 6-yard gain there for Josh Jacobs, much needed, keeping things on schedule here. So a 6-yard pickup right there, team tackle by Jack Campbell and Marcus Davenport. On the play, this brings up a 2nd down and 4, football to the Green Bay 30. NGS saying, hey, don't skip my comment. Guys, we're back to the commercial. We're back from commercial break, so I'm going to have to skip all comments for the next few minutes as I call this game. Here we go, a shotgun formation, 3 receivers left. Here's the snap, a handoff to the right side, and Josh Jacobs trying to shift and swerve and move. He picks up 3 yards on that 2nd and 4. It becomes a 3rd down and 1. So a 3rd down and 1, and quickly the Detroit Lions facing another 3rd down situation. Detroit Lions facing another 3rd down situation here, 3rd down and 1 with 8:58 left to go. Will they convert? Josh Jacobs standing to the right, and Jacobs will get the carry again. Jacobs going the wrong way, and this will bring up a 4th down, a quick 3 and out for the Green Bay Packers. Josh Jacobs looking rough right now. Great defensive stop, a tackle for a loss by Barnes. Barnes, the strong side linebacker. This brings up a 4th down, guys. It's 4th down and 2, and the Green Bay Packers at their own 32-yard line will likely punt this football back to the Detroit Lions. A quick 3 and out for Green Bay. Could get hairy here. You're a wizard, Harry. Here's the kick. This one goes back, and Detroit gets another chance. We're at the 8. We're at the 10. We're at the 15, the 20, down at the 21. The Detroit Lions get the football here. Let's stop the clock with 7:39 left to go in the third. A quick change of possession here. Detroit Lions now have the football. So if you're following me, then you are able to visualize that the football right now is at the Detroit Lions 21-yard line. It's a fresh new set of downs, a change of possession after a quick 3 and out for the Green Bay Packers. Tony Lee, I appreciate you very much. Thank you for leaving that comment. All right, guys, we are live right now coming at you from San Antonio, Texas. If you're new to the channel, my name is Mario Manuel. We are in the middle of a change of possession, so a quick commercial break. The score is 6-17. The Detroit Lions trail by 11 points. Detroit now has possession. They will start this drive from their own 21-yard line, so they've got 79 yards left to go. I've got this graphic down below, these graphics down below for your convenience and for anybody who is doing daily fantasy sports or fantasy football betting. I have your fantasy numbers over here. These are calculated in full point PPR formats. Let me scroll down just a hair so you can see some of the other players. If you have questions on any one particular player, you can leave it in the chat during a commercial break like we are in right now, and I'll try my best to read those, guys. Shout out to y'all. Are you betting on this game today? Let's go ahead and end this. Over 1,000 votes for this one. Start a poll. Are you playing fantasy sports this week? Frey Allen saying, hello, Mario from Liberty Hill, Texas. What up, Frey Allen? Are you playing fantasy sports today? Yes or no? Just curious out here. So David Bacco asking, Larry, what's the Seahawks score, and do they have the ball? I can fill you in with that, my friend. Let's see if I can't help you out right now. So the Seattle Seahawks, it looks like they are up 10-7 in the third quarter with 2 minutes remaining in this third quarter over the San Francisco 49ers, and they do have possession. The Denver Broncos are trailing by 2 to the Tennessee Titans. Denver has 10, the Tennessee Titans with 12. Green Bay Packers 17, Detroit Lions with 6. Looks like there's a penalty in the game happening with the Rams and the Houston Texans. And the LA Rams 14-9 over Houston. Houston has the ball right now. Okay, guys. Those of y'all playing fantasy sports, appreciate y'all. Those of you not playing fantasy sports, I appreciate you too. Thanks for watching this stream with me. All right, guys, 1st and 10, 7 minutes and 39 seconds. 21-yard line, empty backfield here. 3 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Jared Goff waiting for the snap. He takes it, he drops, and he winds up and throws quickly. Jahmyr Gibbs makes the grab about 4 yards out, advancing the football to the 25. This will bring up a 2nd down and 6. 2nd down and 6 for the Detroit Lions. Let's get this clock ticking once again. 2nd down and 6 for the Detroit Lions. The football to the 25. Catch made by Jahmyr Gibbs. Stop made there by Edrin Cooper. Looks like a man named Cox is down on the field. Looks like we've got an injury on the play. So this could stop. This will stop the clock, 7:26. We might get another chance here to chit-chat for a second. Slow to get up, 7:26 left to go in the third quarter, so still plenty of time. I never played fantasy football. It sounds like fun. Takes a lot of time. Not if you're in one league. If you're in like 5 leagues, yeah, it takes a lot of time. But really, you just check your team Sunday morning. You check your team Thursday night. You check your team Monday night, and that's really it. As long as you drafted well and everyone stays healthy. We got Chino, the lock, 420 in the house. What up, my friend? Thank you, Chino. Thanks for checking in. Niners lost 3 points again. It's starting all over again, says Jam. Is Christian McCaffrey still healthy right now? Because I know that coming into this season, they were saying that he was dealing with some of that calf strain that he had last season. We're still pushing towards our goal, ladies and gentlemen. Our goal for today is to get to 28.3, so we need 15 more subscribers. I do always cringe when I have to ask for them, but I got to make sure that I do my due diligence. Cheers to you guys. Let's get some fresh information scrolling by at the bottom of the screen so you're not staring at the same thing all day long. So these were supposedly the top quarterbacks coming into today's game. Mohican Machine checking into the conversation saying, "What's up, people?" Patricia Garland saying, "Ditto, I smell a comeback." Chino, the lock 420 saying, "What's up, man?" Jam, I see you. David Mash saying, "This is effing awesome." Let's go, David. Appreciate you, bro. Mike, welcome back. Can't say Mike's full name because Mike is like that. I got coffee, bro. It's hot coffee. That's all I got right now. I'm not drinking. I don't like to drink on these live streams, guys. During the next game, when we start to run out of gas and it's towards the end of the night, then, yeah, I'll probably have a beer or two. But for now, we're just going to drink our coffee, drink our water. We're chill, level-headed. If I'm on camera, why would I want to be sloshed? Like, that to me is disrespectful to the craft. It kind of reminds me of, like, karaoke night, where your best chances of having a good karaoke night are not if you're drunk, it's if the audience is drunk. Like, if I'm up on stage and I'm getting hammered, I'm going to be a sloppy mess, and I don't like that feeling. But if you guys are sloppy messes, then this is just fun. Let's get back to the action. The Detroit Lions have the football at the 25-yard line. Motion on the field. Here's the snap. Throws to the right-hand side. Catch made this time out of the backfield. Big run right here. Khalif Raymond makes the grab, and Khalif Raymond brings the football out for a first down. 9-yard pickup here on 2nd down and 6. Brings up a 1st and 10. 1st and 10 coming up. Let's start the clock one more time. Here we go, guys. They're showing a replay here. Fakes the handoff. They're highlighting the LA Rams, and it looks like a Puka Nacua touchdown. Okay. We're not talking about that game. We're talking about this one. Green Bay Packers, Detroit Lions. We've got ourselves one single back right now, and Jared Goff is directing traffic here. Goff at the 34-yard line, the Detroit Lions' own 34-yard line. Play clock down to 2 out of the single back formation. Play action. Goff pocket collapses. Goff gets tagged. He winds up and throws, manages to get the pass off to Jameson Williams. It will be a gain of just a couple yards. Jared Goff definitely under duress, though. Call that a pickup of 3. 2nd down and 7. The clock stays hot, advances the football to the 37. Let's see what the Lions have now. Way to extend that play because Jared Goff was in trouble right there. Had to throw that football or he was going to get popped. Roger, he's on fire, says John Jackson. John Korn, thank you for checking in, my friend. 2nd down and 8, shotgun formation. Jared Goff with 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Goff waits for the snap. He sends a man in motion. It's Khalif Raymond. There's the snap. There's the handoff. It will be a handoff to Montgomery on 2nd down and 8, and it will be a modest and meager gain. 2nd down becomes 3rd down, 3rd and 6 coming up. Less than 6 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Detroit Lions slowly but surely running out of time to make the comeback happen. They are down by 11. They've done a great job of staying in this one. It hasn't gotten too far out of reach for them, but we're approaching the 5-minute mark left here in the 3rd quarter, and they're down by 2 possessions. So let's see what they can do. They're 5 for 10 today on 3rd down conversions. Here comes a 3rd down and 6. A running back to either side of Goff. He drops back against the 4-man rush, steps into the pocket, gets wrapped up, and he'll be dropped by the Packers defense. The Green Bay Packers get a stop right there. That is Lucas Van Ness going to be credited for the bag. This brings up a 4th down and 12, and Jared Goff will bite the dust on that play. Jared Goff dropped by Lucas Van Ness. Great pressure this time. I mean, they absolutely bullied the Detroit Lions offensive line on that one. And that is Micah Parsons, who said, Sewell, you're not getting the best of me this time. Sewell, having his hands full with Micah Parsons in his face, forced Jared Goff to step in through the pocket where Lucas Van Ness was waiting. Great play there defensively by the Green Bay Packers. They will send this back, and Reed will bring it out to the 30. The 35, out at about the 30, maybe the 37. There's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this flag is. We'll stop the clock here as well. So there's a flag on this play. Let's find out what the clock is. Change of possession. It should be Packers football now, but let's find out what this is. During the return, holding, return team. This will be a penalty. This will back them up, but they will still have the football here. That is enforced after the return or during the return. So 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. It is going to be Green Bay Packers football. It is going to be Green Bay Packers football, and we're going to start this drive, unless I'm blind, at about the 25-yard line. So, need a timeout, says Glad Adams. Slim Faley. All right, guys, back to a quick commercial break, so I'm going to read some of these comments. Actually, it backs the Green Bay Packers up to the 15-yard line. Green Bay going to start their drive from the 15. Got it? I'll say that to you directly. The Green Bay Packers will start this drive from the 15-yard line after that holding penalty, which would have been to the 25, but backed them up 10 yards. Green Bay is now at the 15. I'm going to read some comments right now, guys. Going to read some comments for you guys. In the meantime, I'm going to leave up this graphic for the next 5 games for the Green Bay Packers. Packers fans, take notes. Let's read some chat. Slim Faley checks in right now saying, Mario, hope all is well with you, brother. It's my uncle's birthday, and he loves your stream. Can you please give him a shout-out? Shout-out to you, Slim Faley. Shout-out to you and your uncle. Cheers to y'all. Happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday, brother. Let's see. We got Paul Look, who checked into the house. What's up, Paul? Wade Tuckness saying, a little late, David Mash. Uh-oh. Well, must have missed something there. Gladham's checking in. We got JCD Strange 087 saying, my team lost. Yeah, I'm Lenny Kravitz flying on up out of here, says JCD. I don't think this game is over just yet. There's still plenty of time. Mohican Machine checks in saying, go Pack go. Robert Samora giving the quick shout out. And hello, my name is Bo. Wow, nice. Nice. I read that at first and I was like, this can't be true. I'll take it. I appreciate the $2 super chat. But it looks like Slim Faley would like to be referred to as Bo Ner in Butts. What a name. What a name. Hey, man. Whatever floats your boat, bro. Whatever you want to be called, man. It's 2025, bro. You can be you. It's cheers to that. You know what? Cheers to you, my friend. Salud. You can choose to be happy birthday. Robert, happy birthday. Nice. There is time. Let's go Lions, says TM. Lionheart Fitness, what's going on, bro? Welcome back all the way from the UK. Shout out to our boy, Lionheart. Here we go, guys. We are looking at a 1st and 10 coming up here for the Green Bay Packers from the 15-yard line. Fakes the handoff right now, and Jordan Love will wind up sidearm throw. Catch is made. Dontavian Wicks looks like that's good for 14 yards. He's still hanging on to the football, and that should bring up a 1st down, Green Bay. What's up, DJ Ace? That may or may not be a catch. 1st and 10. The snap is off. Here it is. They're going to get away with that. Josh Jacobs makes the catch out of the backfield, and Jacobs will pick up about 4 yards, bringing up a 2nd down and 6. They've moved the football 14 yards. They moved the football 4 more yards, and the football is now a 2nd down and 6 at the Green Bay 33-yard line. Let's get this clock ticking. I'm going to subtract a minute here. I'm going to step away from these comments for just a moment. Thank you, Josiah, for checking into the chat. Owl on the Prowl is in the house right now, too. Appreciate you being here, Owl on the Prowl. Guys, gals, ladies, gentlemen, appreciate y'all watching this live stream. My name is Mario Manuel. Let's watch this drive. 2nd and 10, shotgun formation. 33-yard line. Jaden Reed is the man in motion. Jordan Love takes the snap, fakes it. He's in trouble. He will wind up and throw, and this one in and out of the hands of the Detroit Lions. Alex Anzalone almost got a lollipop throw right there. That pass is incomplete. It stops the clock with 3:05, 3rd down and 6. Narrowly avoided his 1st interception of the season. Jordan Love took a big hit there, too. Aiden Hutchinson jamming him up. But dang, man, that was in and out of the hands of Alex Anzalone. In and out of the hands of Alex Anzalone. Intended receiver, I think, was Tucker Kraft on the play. A bad throw. He's going to want that one back. Okay. Just got up on my first coffee. Whew. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap, dropping back against the blitz. He does throw the pick. He throws an interception. There's a flag on the play. This time they're going to bring it back. There was no flag. There are multiple flags. Excuse me. This one goes all the way for a pick 6 return by the Detroit Lions. Multiple flags on the play. So I'm not going to say or do anything just yet until the officials mark it. But this could have been a pick 6 right now, depending on what the penalty is. So let's find out. Hold the phone, ladies and gentlemen. On 3rd down and 6, Jordan Love throws that into the hands of the Detroit Lions defense. Multiple flags came in. One flag before the throw, another flag during the return. We got 5 officials, 6 officials standing around each other having this conversation. 6 out of 7 referees talking about this right now to figure out what the call is going to be. This could be a pick 6. This could be something else. Maybe a holding call. Let's find out. 2 fouls against the defense. So there's going to be a foul. They're going to call that a roughing the passer. Holding against the defense. Was it a rough? Doesn't matter. It's going to be a holding against the Detroit Lions. So 2 penalties against the Detroit Lions. It looks like it'll be holding against Detroit. And this is going to be, I see it there. Yasin definitely hanging on to Romeo Doubs. Doubs trying to get open. And then Aiden Hutchinson looks like he blinds. I don't know if it's a blindside block, but he definitely took out Jordan Love for, I guess, no reason. I mean, it's not no reason at that point. Jordan Love becomes a defensive player. Doesn't matter. This will be a 1st down, though, for the Green Bay Packers. And the Detroit Lions, what should have been a pick 6 because of the holding call, will then be an automatic 1st down for the Green Bay Packers. So Green Bay gets the 1st down, and they move out to the 38-yard line. Up to the 38, shy of midfield. Green Bay Packers, a fresh new set of downs, a sigh of relief from Packers fans, and here is Jordan Love going to stand there, take the hit, deliver the pass to Tucker Kraft, 1 yard pickup, 2nd down and 9. These yards are not coming easily today. They are making every yard difficult right now. Making every yard difficult right now. And the Green Bay Packers, they had a lot of success in the first half. So far in this quarter, they have yet to score. I guess same is true for the Detroit Lions here. Not much going on for Detroit. So 2nd down and 9. Jordan Love in a shotgun formation with Josh Jacobs standing to his right. Motion on the field. There's the snap. A handoff to Jacobs. Jacobs finds some space. Jacobs bulldozing his way forward, and Josh Jacobs will rumble off an 11-yard gain. 1st down. 2nd down and 9. 11-yard pickup. Moves the chains. Moves the chains right here. This brings up a 1st and 10 out to the Green Bay 49. So the Packers just 1 yard shy of midfield. They are in no man's land right now. This is too far for field goal range. They're gonna have to get some points. They're gonna have to try to get some points. But we'll see what happens here. Let's see what happens. I see y'all in that comment area. Keep those coming, guys. 1:37 left to go. Jordan Love sending a man in motion. Here's the snap, a handoff, and it'll be another gain for Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs gets another carry. In the driver's seat right now, the Green Bay Packers are not going to try to do anything outlandish here. It's just a 4-yard pickup for Josh Jacobs, but it's a 4-yard pickup nevertheless. 4 yards brings up a 2nd down and 6. About a minute and few seconds left to go here. 2nd down and 6. Football now across midfield to the Detroit 47. We are in Detroit territory. The Green Bay Packers are marching down the field, heading towards the Lions end zone right now. 2nd down and 7. 55 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. A touchdown here for Green Bay would feel like a nail in the coffin. Here's the snap. Jordan Love hands this off, and it'll be a gain on the left-hand side. This time for Brooks, a pickup of 1 brings up a 3rd down. 3rd down and 5. And like I said, with the Packers in the lead, they understand the situation here. They will have to get one more play off before the end of the quarter. So they will need one more play before the end of this quarter. Looks like the game clock is down to 20 seconds here. This is in sync right now with the play clock and the game clock, about a half-second difference. So they need to get this play off here or they'll get a delay. Here's the snap, dropping back. Jordan Love under pressure, shoots a deep shot downfield, up and in the hands, dropped by Jayden Reed. 3 seconds left to go. 3 seconds left to go here. It'll bring up a 4th down. So they'll punt this one. 4th and 5, in and out of the hands of Jayden Reed right there. A beautiful play. I mean, it is what it is. So he tried to throw a shot downfield, left-hand side on 3rd down and 5. Jayden Reed could not hang on to that one. And so in no man's land in the 46-yard line, not close enough for a field goal. They're going to punt this back to Khalif Raymond, who is hoping that he can miraculously return this one for a touchdown. There is the boot back to Khalif Raymond. Raymond will signal it a fair catch, actually, inside the 10, down at the 8. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions now get the football. It is the end of the 3rd quarter, heading to the 4th quarter now, and this game kind of flew right by now, didn't it? Frustrating, says TM Martin. Frustrating. Coffin kick time, says David Mash. Kathy saying, go Packers, go. Come on, guys. Niners field goal makes it 10-10. We got Martin checking back in. What up, Martin Barishash? Barishash? Not quite sure how to say the last name, but what's up, Martin? Welcome back, homie. Shout out to all of you guys in the chat area. Okay, so before we take a look, the 4th quarter is about to get started. 4th quarter is about to get started. How many of you guys have been with me for, first of all, how many of you guys is this your first time? If it's your first time on this channel, say hello. I want to say thank you to you guys, just straight up, man. Another long drive coming in, says Tony Lee. If you're new, drop 5 emojis. Any 5. Some of y'all may have been here before, but drop some emojis for me. Let me know that you guys are new. I want to say what's up to you guys. I want to do your quick shout outs. It looks like we got to our goal today of 28.301. Rated, brother. I see you out there, OnlyFan. Vontae Leroy, what's going on? We got Peg in the house. What up, Peg? We got Mandar saying first time. Mandar, what's going on? Brandon saying hello. What up, Brandon? We got Tony Lee in the house. Chicken Jockey with your 5 emojis. What up, Chicken Jockey? Let's go. Kathy, Eli, Frey, what's up, guys? JCD in the house. Marshall Evans saying first-time viewer, and I just subscribed. Thank you, sir. Henry Bowles saying hello. Henry Bowles saying hello. Gary saying first-timer. What up, Gary Kessler? Ray Z, what's up? Brandon Delapina, what's going on, Brandon? Jack in the house. Chicken, I see you. John Jackson, weren't you here yesterday, John? Vontae Leroy, what's up? Appreciate you guys leaving those. Anthony D checks in. Kevin Rudberg, what's going on? Irie Macia saying new here. Stock Talk, nice, bro. I like the name. We can talk stocks all day, bro. We can talk stocks all day. 901 Humble, what's going on? Bass Breakers or Bass Breakers, depending on whether you're fishing or playing instruments, checks in right now. Jason, I see you. We got Krishawn Washington checking in right now. That was cool. Fist bump. Let's go, bro. Appreciate that, Tony Lee. All right, guys. Hello to all the newbies. Now, a special thank you to all the people who have been here before. Those of you guys who are subscribed to this channel, those of y'all who are channel members, thank you for keeping this channel alive. We are now at the end of the third quarter, the fourth quarter about to get started. Really quick, just a quick shout out to all of our VIP and touchdown level members. For those of you who just joined touchdown today, I have not updated this today, but shout out to everyone on this list, guys. If they're out there in the chat, thank you so much. Make sure to thank them. Make sure to thank the moderators of this channel, anybody with a little wrench next to their name. These are the guys that help keep this channel alive and operational. Ladies and gentlemen, the Detroit Lions have the football right now. The Detroit Lions are at the 8-yard line. A shotgun formation coming up for Jared Goff and company. Here is the snap, dropping back. Goff in trouble. Goff about to get dropped. I think this could be a safety. Let's see where they mark this. Oh, they're going to put it at the half-a-yard line. That looked like a safety to me. That looked like a safety to me. Jared Goff losing 7 yards on that play. Jared Goff was definitely in his own end zone. He went down just outside of the end zone. That's crazy to me. That looked like a safety. A loss of 7 yards. They started this drive on the 8. It's second down and 17, and this is the pressure that the Packers defense wanted to bring all game long. Here is the snap. Jared Goff will hand it off. David Montgomery will fight to get back to the line of scrimmage. It brings up a third down and 17. We might get a quick 3-and-out here for the Detroit Lions. Great job defensively by the Green Bay Packers. Doing an excellent job today. Green Bay Packers looking. Someone who said that the Green Bay Packers wasn't them? I'm telling you, bro, my eye test is pretty legit here, dude. And my eye test is telling me just by watching this game that the Green Bay Packers are going to be special this year. How much to see your newbies, says Rayzilla. Appreciate you guys. Everyone who's new, if I didn't get a chance to say hello to you, we'll try again during the next live stream. But thank you guys for participating in the chat. I see you, Jason. Appreciate you. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. David Montgomery, third down and 16 becomes fourth down and 17. Great stop there. The Green Bay Packers defense just absolutely crushing, just absolutely oppressing this poor Lions offense. Does not look good for the Detroit Lions right now. I don't like the way the Lions offense looks in game one. I really like the way that this Green Bay Packers defense looks in game one. They're doing an excellent job. The punt team will come out, but this team doing a great job. That last tackle for loss was done by Wooden. Micah Parsons is in, putting on the pressure. We saw Quay Walker get a tackle for loss. We've seen Edrin Cooper chasing guys down left and right. We've seen Xavier McKinney get himself involved. Everyone, Keyshawn Nixon getting involved. Here's a false start against the Detroit Lions on a punt situation. So their punter is standing inside of his own red zone, inside of his own end zone. It's Fox going to have to send this one back. So a false start here for no reason. Detroit Lions going to have to kick this back to the Green Bay Packers. They are pinned. There's the boot. This one Going to go out to the 45-yard line across midfield. It was a decent punt given the situation, but a good return by Jayden Reed puts them in field goal range to start the drive. And the Green Bay Packers will start this drive at the 36-yard line of the Detroit Lions. It's Packers football. It's 1st and 10. And it's a tough spot to be in if you're Detroit. You need to make up 2 possessions here. Your defense needs to get a stop. And even if your defense can hold Green Bay to a field goal, which I think they can, it then becomes a 14-point game and you're still stuck in that 2-possession spot. What needs to happen is a quick 3 and out and the field goal unit to come out for the Green Bay Packers if the Lions want any chance of winning this one. But Lions struggling here. Great job by the Green Bay Packers defense, just absolutely crushing them. So those of you guys who are doing fantasy football, those of you who are interested in the numbers, guys, if you close the chat, you can put your fingers on the screen and zoom in over here. Data, all of this data is there for you. I'm going to read some more comments, guys. Let's see what's up with y'all. If I didn't get a chance to shout out your name last time, here's a good chance right here, guys. Welcome back, Michael Arena. Welcome back. Jason Jordan saying, me and Kathy just met 2 minutes ago and we're getting married. Oh, ooh, love it. Zoom Station saying, damn, the Lions are in trouble. Yeah, they are definitely in trouble. Bonita Sutton saying, yes, my boys got this. Go Packers. Saying, Bonita Sutton, what's up? Douglas Weaver saying, Lions, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Josiah Vasquez checks into the chat saying, Cowboys and a Mario fan. Appreciate you, Josiah. Albert checks in, can't wait. Here's the real question, guys. Here is the real question. Let's start a poll. Are the Lions cooked? Yes or no? Les Aldrich, what's going on? Ruben, what's going on? I see you out there in the chat. Henry Bowl saying, go Packers defense. Minimal Animal checks into the area. He says, I do love me some data. Do love me some data. Are they cooked? Mark McKay saying, me. Reggio is saying, I'm 49 pounds overweight. Honestly, bro, you're not the only one, my guy. You're not the only one. Join the club, dude. Join the club. Living Like Larry saying, how do you sign up for a touchdown membership? It's somewhere in there, guys. I'm a terrible salesperson. I don't even know how to honestly go through that. Truth be told, I'm a terrible salesperson, but I'm pretty good at giving you guys some information. So that information, maybe one of the other mods might be able to help out. But we got David Bacco saying, Jason, congrats, man. Congrats, Jason. Brandon, I see you out there saying yes. Samuel, I see you, Mr. Simpson, saying Cowboy Nation in the house. The Musgrave channel saying, putty tat fried with cheese, please. I saw a putty tat. I did see a putty tat. That's for you young ones out there. That's Tweety Bird. Ruben Valdez saying from Hermosillo, Mexico. Que onda, mi gente? Here we go, guys. 1st and 10 for the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay with the football to finish up this 4th quarter, really. There's the throw to Jayden Reed on the flat there, well behind the line of scrimmage. He brings that out for a gain of 2. This makes up a 2nd down and 8. 2nd down and 8. The clock will start ticking right now. I'm going to step away from the chats to call this game the way the game should be called, the way that you guys intend to hear a game called. So, as always, during commercial breaks, I like to read the chats. When the game is happening, when there's action on the field, like a 2nd down and 8 with 12 minutes left to go in the football game, we're locked in, guys. That is the situation now. 2nd down and 8. Jordan Love in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands this one off. Finally, a chance here to roam for Josh Jacobs. The biggest run of the day for Josh Jacobs. And he will pick up 15 yards on that play. 1st down, Green Bay. Green Bay Packers pick up a 1st down here. Fresh new set of downs. No flags on this one. This does move the football out to the Detroit this moves the football out to, the Detroit Lions 19-yard line. For a second, I was like, how are they already there? They started this drive at about the 35-yard line, about the 38-yard line. So far, this drive, 2 plays, 17 yards, just 39 seconds milked off the clock, but the clock is hot, and we've got a 1st and 10. We are inside the red zone at the 19. Here's the snap for Jordan Love. He hands this off to Jacobs. Jacobs gets around the corner. Jacobs gets up to the 12. Call it the 13. That's good for another 6 yards. 2nd down and 4. coming up here for the Green Bay Packers. 2nd down and 4 coming up right now for the Green Bay Packers. 11 minutes left to go in this one. Here we are in a very tight situation. If you're the Detroit Lions, you know you got to get a stop right now. But the Green Bay Packers looking to step on the necks of their division rivals. There is no mercy at Lambeau Field today. From the 13-yard line, Jordan Love in the pistol, sees a man in motion, takes the snap, the blitz coming in. Love, under duress, will step through the pocket. He will get up to about the 11-yard line. He slips awkwardly. He is safe and not injured, which is a good thing. So he slips, he goes down. He does pick up 3 yards on that 2nd down and 4. It brings up a 3rd down and 1. You scared me. You startled me out of the corner of my eye. And look who it is. Oh, my goodness. It's the little man wearing his cheesehead shirt. Oh, my little baby. He's on the winning team today, aren't you, Sammy? Aren't you, Sammy? 3rd down and 1 with 10 minutes left to go. What do you think, baby man? 3rd down and 1 with 10 minutes left to go. Jordan Love hands this off to Josh Jacobs. He is stuffed by the Green Bay Packers defense. He's cute. He's so cute in his cheese head right now. How is the wife doing today? She's doing well. She's here. She's got a smile on her face. Her team is winning right now. Her team is winning right now. Little Sammy, 4th down and 1. The question is, do you go for it or what? I think he's frustrated. Yeah, he doesn't like those big bright lights in his face. 4th down and 1. Thanks for bringing him up. I love you, little man. I love you, little man. I love you, little man. Okay. All right, guys. 4th down and 1. Here we go. 4th down and 1. The Green Bay Packers are lined up to go for it with 9 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in this game. If they convert this one, it's going to be a quarterback sneak. Jordan Love dives for it. It looks like he got it, but at what cost? Is Jordan Love going to get back up? It does look like a 1st down. The dog pile breaking up slowly here. It's always a sneaky situation there. Jordan Love seems to be fine. The clock is hot. That's good for a Green Bay Packers. 1st down. Moves the sticks, right, buddy? He's not used to hearing his dad shout and yell right now. So I'm in here being super loud, and he's used to like more lovey sounds. But it's football. He'll get used to it. Here we go. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. 1st and goal coming up now for the Green Bay Packers. 1st and goal for the Green Bay Packers at about the 9-yard line. Here's the snap and the handoff. Josh Jacobs cuts back inside. Jacobs inside the 5. Jacobs inside the 4. Down at the 3. And this brings up a 2nd down and goal. Love you too. Thanks for the beer. Green Bay Packers with the football right now. It's a 2nd down and goal from about the 3-yard line. Patricia, that was Sammy. That's my newborn son. Just asking, who is that cute little baby? Here's the snap and a handoff to Josh Jacobs. Let's go! Touchdown, Green Bay Packers. I've got Josh Jacobs in my fantasy league, and I'll take that touchdown gladly. Touchdown, Green Bay. Touchdown, Josh Jacobs. A handoff and a run up the middle for 3 yards. That is money and music to my ears. 9th straight game with rushing touchdown. That extends the franchise record for the Green Bay Packers. Yes, more than Aaron Jones. Yes, more than Eddie Lacy. Yes, more than all those guys. Josh Jacobs. People forget that just because he played for the Raiders doesn't mean that he's not an amazing running back. That stops the clock with 7:57, guys. Josh Jacobs scores. It looks like the Detroit Lions might be cooked after all. There's the extra point attempt. The extra point is up. The extra point is good. And the score with 7:57 left to go, 24-6. 24-6. So, another Gary saying game over. You may as well put a fork in it. Tanya saying cute Packers baby and go Packs. Honestly, Christina dressed him up in Packers gear. I don't know what we're going to dress him in on week 4 because guess what? Mommy might be a Packers fan. Daddy is definitely a Cowboys fan. So it'll be interesting. And maybe it was Sammy that helped it happen. Not a scoreboard I was expecting, says Ruben Perez. It's possible. Where is your bulldog? Says Andre. The bulldog, it's not a bulldog. It's just a regular dog. And we got a couple of them. And they're downstairs right now. Okay. Let's turn off the epic red zone music. No need for that. We'll go back to this. Guys, that's the end of the drive. It was capped off by a touchdown here. Good field position after the Green Bay Packers forced the Lions to punt from their own end zone. They started this drive at about the 32-yard line, so they did not have to go far. They did a fantastic job. Let's go ahead and, I mean, that's textbook, man. That's textbook. And so now the Detroit Lions are in garbage time. Expect a lot of air yards. If you've got Jahmyr Gibbs in one of your fantasy leagues, I'm sorry. Unless you're in a PPR, he might be catching passes. Split shirt for him, says Mongo. Honestly, that might have to be the case. Let's see. Grumpy Grandpa checks in. Was that who you said earlier? What was that you said earlier? Yeah, Grumpy Grandpa's in here somewhere. Grumpy Grandpa's in here somewhere. Samuel saying, what's up? Scoreboard is misleading. Game is evenly played. Let's take a look at that. Game is evenly played. I don't quite think so. 188 passing yards to 139 passing yards. That's advantage for sure, Green Bay Packers. 68 rushing yards to 47 rushing yards. That's for sure advantage, Green Bay Packers. You can see the total yardage right there, about 70 yards more. 70 more yards produced by the Green Bay Packers. But 70 yards, you may be right. You may be onto something. 70 yards doesn't equal 3 touchdowns. The Detroit Lions, empty calories, not able to finish off these drives. They haven't even scored a touchdown today. They literally have just, what, two field goals? And that's about it. The Musgrave channel asking if I'll be doing all the Packers games. I will not be doing all the Packers games unless they are in prime time. The games that I will be doing all the Dallas Cowboys games because I am a Dallas Cowboys fan. I'll leave the Packers games to Tom Grossi unless it falls into a primetime slot. And otherwise, you know, we're gonna keep running it with all the primetime games. And honestly, the games that I believe have the best storyline or the best that have the most interest around them. Here is the return. Detroit Lions will bring this out to about the 25, 26, maybe the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for the Detroit Lions, who now have possession. Fourth quarter action coming up right now. Leroy saying 1-0. Could be. Frey, thank you. Appreciate that. Reading some comments in here right now. All right, guys, I'm going to step away from the chat. Next commercial break, I'll lock in and chat with you guys. Next commercial break, I'll lock in and chat with you guys. For now, Detroit Lions have the football, and they are in desperation mode. 8 minutes left to go in this game. They are down by 18. They need a miracle here. They need a touchdown, and they need it now. Here we go. Shotgun formation. Jared Goff with 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Will take the snap and drop back. Goff will dump off underneath. A short pass to Khalif Raymond. It's a pickup of about 7. 2nd down and 3. That was closely contended by the Green Bay Packers. Lucky that wasn't, at minimum, batted away. Could have been intercepted. Dangerous throw. Shotgun formation once again. 33-yard line. Jared Goff with the football. Takes the snap. Drops back. Looks to the right. Doesn't like it. Will check it down again. Catch made by Jahmyr Gibbs. Not enough for a 1st down. It brings up a 3rd down and 2. So a 3rd and short coming up. Football to the Detroit Lions. 35. They are in go-for-it territory regardless of what happens here. They're going to have to convert. They will not come off the field punting here. We won't see Fox come out here to punt. That glug sound was pretty crisp. 3rd down. 3rd down and 2. Cold. Shouldn't have had that cold. 3rd down and 2 coming up. 6 minutes and 54 seconds left to go on my TV screen. I've got a shotgun formation for Jared Goff. Jared Goff waits for the snap. He takes the snap. He drops back. He looks right. He will wind up and throw that pass over the head of Sam LaPorta. The pass is incomplete. It stops the clock with 6:42 and brings up a 4th down now. Patrick Fullerton, thank you for checking in. Detroit Lions, a disappointing start to the season for Detroit. 4th down and 2. They love 4th down situations, but they should have done more to keep Ben Johnson. They should have done more to keep Aaron Glenn. Like, it's great for those guys to move up in their careers and be head coaches, but damn, this is a rough look for the Detroit Lions right now. 4th down and 2 from the 35-yard line. The Packers showing blitz. They will rush 4. Goff in trouble. Goff will be bagged on 4th down. And the Green Bay Packers take over at the 25-yard line. 1st down, Green Bay. It'll be a 1st and 10. Goff gets dropped right there. He backs way up, too. It looks like he's down. It'll be at the it'll be at about the 27. So 1st and 10 coming up for the Green Bay Packers from the 27. And I think this is going to be they're just going to turn around and hand the football over to 100 times now at this point. I'm a Bears fan too, says man of the Miss Joan of the Ark. Martin, thanks for checking in. What's wrong with the Lions today? Samuel saying, yeah, this game is done. Michael checking in saying, I have to turn my phone in at 9 o'clock. Oh, no, it's over, says John Jackson. Glad I'm saying that would be ball game, folks. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Hey, this game will be over here soon enough, guys. I will be live again at 6:45 p.m. to start the next game. That's less than an hour from now. I will be live for back-to-back contests. Yeah, we're doing it again. We're going to run this thing back, bro. We're going to do it one more time with a big game, the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. That game is coming up here soon. One more time before I start to change my graphics before the next game, guys. We've got the Lions' next 5 games. Regardless of what happens today, the Lions have another divisional matchup against the Chicago Bears. Next week is this game against the Bears. In Week 3, the Lions will face the Ravens. Week 4 against the Browns. Week 5 against the Bengals. And then Week 6 against the Chiefs. This schedule for Detroit is tough. And the Detroit Lions, whatever ailed them in this game, for whatever reason, I don't know how they gave up. I don't know how they got scored on the way they got scored on, the way they've been scored on. The defense just not holding up. They don't have the heart today. I don't know if it's because they're in Lambeau or what. This defense not so great. Good game, says Tony. Can I get a shout-out, says Ray Z. What up, Ray Z? Because I'm your biggest fan. Appreciate you, Ray Z, or the biggest fan of my baby. You guys earned this, Green Bay. Detroit ain't mad at you. We'll see you later on this season, and you'll see them at Ford Field. Exactly right, Carrion Perry. Thanks for checking in, bro. Carrion Perry, PhD, checks in. Motor City says, I salute you, from David St. Clair. Thank you, David St. Clair. Let's see. Albert's saying, see you shortly. Thanks anyways. I got you, bro. I love the Bears, says Douglas. Andre checking in. Will the Yankees clinch their division? That's a good question. I haven't been watching too much baseball, but I'll probably cover a couple of baseball games as we get closer and closer to the playoffs. Here's the opening play, and as expected, they will keep this on the ground. Josh Jacobs will get the carry on that 1st and 10. It's actually a pretty good carry of 6, bringing up a 2nd down and 4, and this clock will continue to tick. It's a good game, guys. If you are a Jordan Love fan, Jordan Love with 19 fantasy points today. Josh Jacobs with 13 fantasy points today. Jaden Reed with 13 points in a full PPR. Romeo Doubs with 8 fantasy points today as well. Matthew Golden on the quiet side. He's still a rookie, right? He's not going to get a ton of looks. Maybe they'll throw in his direction at some point today. But here we go. Maybe not. Single back formation. Looks like officials coming in. I think a timeout going to be called right now. Green Bay calls a quick 30-second timeout. Not quite sure, but Green Bay will be charged with one, stopping the clock with 5:54. So 5:54 left to go, guys. I did get a strange vibe pregame. I'm not going to lie. Love is getting better and better every year. Okay, guys, I'm going to drop a quick link in the chat. This is for Week 2. So Week 1, we did pick'ems. And you guys did not do so hot on this week's pick'ems. Let me actually take a look and see how we're doing with these pick'ems. I don't know that anyone's going to win this week, guys. But if you guys are looking to win $100, click that link. You get a chance to play and win $100 every single week. If you can guess right all of the picks, you will be put you will be eligible to win $100. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. Josh Jacobs on 2nd down and 4 brings this out to the 20. A pickup of 2 yards makes it a 3rd down and 2. Let me explain what I'm talking about. 3rd down and 2 coming up right now. Every week, guys, we allow you to make your picks, and you guys can guess who you think is going to win every single matchup here. If you can get them all right, I will give you $100. There are rules and conditions that apply, but Week 2 is already available. If you have not signed for Week 2's pick'ems, you can sign up for them now. If we have someone who gets all of these right, I will announce the winner on Thursday Night Football. You guys will probably know by the end of Monday Night Football But here we go. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. Josh Jacobs on 3rd down and 2 will go nowhere on this one. It brings up a 4th down and 2, but the field goal unit will come out anyway. So it's whatever. It's cool. It's fine. They're not too worried about it. They're not too worried about it. Who won the Denver game? Asked Michael. Michael, that's a good question. I don't quite know. 4th down coming up right now. Not necessarily a great job done right there by the Green Bay Packers, but hey, it doesn't matter. Here comes the field goal attempt for Green Bay. Here comes the field goal attempt for the Green Bay Packers. Brandon McManus to kick this one on a 4th down. A 38-yard field goal attempt, guys, not 34, 38, and the kick is good. The kick is good for the Green Bay Packers. And this will extend their lead 3 more points. So the score is 27-6, down by 3 touchdowns in the 4th quarter, bro. That's a skunk. That's a skunk. That's straight up a skunk. The Lions got skunked by the Packers, bro. Ouch. Ouch. It happened. That is the situation right here, right now. So the Packers going to send this one back to the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions about to get the football here. Reset all of this. Maybe Detroit can get something done here. Broncos were losing by 3. I don't know, says Mark McKay. Denver is up 20-12, says Mongo. Thank you, Mongo. Amariel saying unbelievable. John Jackson saying 27-6. Green Bay. David Bacco saying Denver losing. I picked them. Yikes. Tedrick Jones Jr. saying I just wait until they play the Eagles. Mad Steve, thanks for checking in. Keith, thanks for checking in. T, thanks for checking in. There is the kickoff, and it looks like the Detroit Lions are going to start this drive on the 35-yard line. So 65 yards to go. Let's see if they can do it. 4 minutes and 22 seconds left to go in this football game. This one will be done here soon. And then I'll have to make some quick changes between this stream and the next stream. But no excuses, says John Jackson. Frey Allen saying skunk, skunk, skunk. You already see it there for sure. Good game. I mean, a good game for the Green Bay Packers. If you're a Detroit Lions fan, this was like pulling teeth. Here comes a 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Jared Goff takes the snap. He has great coverage here, delivers a beautiful pass to Khalif Raymond, who drops the football. That was an absolute dart. 2nd down comes up. It stops the clock with 4:16. Incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10. I mean, just an oh, man. Just because he got a hand to it right there. Just because we got Walker, who got just a piece of that football. Quay Walker, great job. Almost lurked that pass. 2nd down and 10. 4:16 left to go. 35-yard line. Jared Goff takes the snap. Jared Goff in the pocket as it crumbles. He's chased from behind. Micah Parsons on his tail. Micah Parsons gets a sack in his first game as a Green Bay Packer. That is a sack right there. Welcome to Green Bay, Mr. Parsons. 3rd down and 14. Micah Parsons dropping Uncle Goff right there. Coming off the left side of that formation, Micah Parsons saying, you can't hold me. And he chases the man down and drops him. What a play from Micah Parsons. Wow. Wow. The first sack of the season for Micah Parsons. Talk about off to a great start. 53.5 career sacks. That is the 4th most in the NFL since 2021. Micah Parsons being credited for that one. Here's the snap. Looks like flags coming in, or maybe a timeout. They're going to call a flag delay of game, maybe? Timeout called. So timeout called. We're now looking at a 3rd down and 14 with 3:26 left to go. The time was running out right here, and the Detroit Lions going to use that timeout for whatever reason. This is now just a chance for Dan Campbell to let his people do his thing. What a play from Micah Parsons defensively there, bro. Let's go, dude. That was insane. And the whole team is celebrating around him, dude. Like, let's go. Parsons is a beast. What's up, Wienery? Welcome back. My gosh, Parsons is a game changer, says Frey Allen. Is this scripted? says TM Martin. Here we go, 27-6, Detroit Lions on a 3rd down and 14, shotgun formation from the 31. Goff takes the snap. Goff in the pocket will wind up and throw. Catch is made by Sam LaPorta on the left side, and Sam LaPorta will pick up 9 yards. It brings up a 4th down and 5. 4th down and 5, and looks like another timeout will be called by someone, probably. Did he go out of bounds? Yeah, never mind. No timeout. He went out of bounds right here. Way to stop the clock by Sam LaPorta, but too little too late to start to rally now. A 4th down and 5, and normally the Detroit Lions like to go for it in these situations. This time they don't really have a choice. Football to the Detroit Lions 40-yard line. It is do or die here for the boys in blue. Waiting for the snap. Jared Goff takes it. He will survey, winds up, throws. Catch is made, fights it forward, and it looks like Williams did just enough to pick it up as that official on the line comes hobbling in. Looks like he is good for a 1st down. 1st down, Detroit Lions. So they did get the 1st down here. I like the call. It's fair. Will they get a consolation prize? 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. They're not going to win this game, but they could do something special here. There's the snap, dropping back. Jared Goff going to get tagged again. He fumbles the football, and it will be recovered by Jahmyr Gibbs. Gibbs has to lay down on top of it. It's 1st and 10, and Goff fumbles the ball. There's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this is. Goff fumbles the ball. He had a hand in his face. Wyatt all over him. Let's find out what this flag is. Offsides, Green Bay Packers. 5-yard penalty, still 1st down. So it becomes 1st and 5 here. That's a penalty against the Green Bay Packers. 5-yard penalty, 1st and 5 coming up with 2 minutes and 39 seconds left to go. Panthers Saints Super Bowl, says Douglas Weaver. You're awesome for saying that. 2 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in this football game. Almost done, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a shotgun formation. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Waiting for the snap is Jared Goff from the 50. Goff takes it. Goff drops back. Goff holding well against the 4-man rush, will wind up and throw to Amon-Ra St. Brown, who picks up 10 yards on that play. Call it a pickup of 9. It's a fresh new set of downs. 1st and 10 coming up after that. 2:36, he does find his way out of bounds, stopping the clock here. So 2:36 left to go. The Detroit Lions looking for a consolation prize here. If you were sticking around for fantasy football purposes, I mean, hey, it's there. So 1st and 10. Jared Goff in the shotgun now. 1st and 10, Jared Goff in the shotgun now. 3 receivers to the right, waiting for the snap here. There it is, dropping back. Has plenty of time. Goff winds up and throws. Catch is made, a pickup of about 5 yards there. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a pickup of 6. Then we'll bring up a 2nd down. 2 minutes and 23 seconds left to go. But it's a 2nd down and 4. 2nd down and 4 to the 40-yard line right now, across midfield in Green Bay Packers territory. There's the snap. Jared Goff dropping back as we approach the 2-minute warning. Goff will wind up and throw. The catch is made by Jahmyr Gibbs. It's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 coming up. This takes us to the 2-minute warning. This will take us to the 2-minute warning, and the Detroit Lions looking for a consolation prize. Congratulations to the Green Bay Packers fans out there watching this live stream right now. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for being here. I've got another stream tonight, guys, so here's the last graphic I will show you for this game, and I'm going to plug everything else in real quick like not here. We'll go into the pregame for the next one shortly, but you can see Packers' next 5 games are as such. Guys, Packers will be hosting the Washington Commanders, back-to-back home games, back-to-back road games after that. Packers will go up 1-0, and they will be playing the Washington Commanders, who are also 1-0. This is Thursday Night Football. This is 4 days from now, guys. We will cover the Green Bay Packers again in just 4 days. 4 days against the Commanders. We've got Sunday, the following week, guys, in Week 3, Packers versus Browns. Week 4, Packers versus Cowboys. Week 5, we got a bye week here. Packers get the early bye week. This is the earliest bye week you can get in the NFL. Week 6, Bengals at Packers. Those are the next few games coming up on their schedule. So What I'm going to do now, oh, I can't do it while I have OBS open. I do have to wait in order to make the swap. That's okay. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. Thank you guys for being a part of this. If you are new to the channel and you're still with me despite the score, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, come back for more. If you're not convinced just yet, dude, stick around. I'll be here all season long for you. Whether you're an active chat member or maybe you're someone who likes to hang out in the back, thank you guys for giving me some of your time today on this Sunday. When is my next game, asks Legendary Bro. Legendary Bro, my next game is coming up in just a moment. My next game is this one right here. We will be covering the Ravens and the Bills. I go live at 6:45 for this one. I'll be going live at 6:45, maybe 6:50 for this one, just depending on how long it takes for me to get set up. And then I will also be covering Monday Night Football. So I'm covering these two games for the week. I'll be off Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll go live again on Thursday. I will be doing a members-only live stream on Tuesday that is only for channel members. If you want to see what that's about, you got to become a channel member. If you are a channel member, we're going to do our normal picks like we do for Pick'ems. Brandy Country, are you guys down? You guys said y'all wanted to do it next weekend, not this one. We'll chat with you guys about that offline. But I got two more games coming up this week, guys. After this one, we are now exiting the 2-minute warning. Let's do this. All right, guys. Turn this off here. Jared Goff in a shotgun formation. Jahmyr Gibbs standing to his left. Here we go from the 30-yard line there, just 30 yards out, 1st and 10 coming up. Can the Lions score on this final drive? There's the snap and the handoff to Gibbs, who goes around the right-hand side, cannot get around the corner there. Great defense from the Green Bay Packers. It's actually a loss of a yard, 2nd down and 11. It does keep the clock ticking, though. Well, I think he ran out of bounds, so maybe not. Monday Night Football is going to cook, says David Mash. Facts. Legendary Bro saying go Bills. Big Kumi saying take the under. Lucinda saying, oh, Robert, I snuck around you, bro. Here we go, guys. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Waiting for the snap right now is our buddy Jared Goff. Goff looking for some points here. 1:55 left to go. There's the snap. Goff dropping back. Goff looks left, throws left. Sam LaPorta on the grab. LaPorta cuts back inside. He picks up most of that 11 yards. They might even give it to him down at the 20. Fresh new set of downs. 1st and 10 coming up right now. 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go. Let's add a little bit of time here so we are in sync with it. Hurry up offense out of Jared Goff and company. There's the snap on 1st and 10. Goff will wind up and throw this one into the dirt, stopping the clock with 1:30. 2nd down and 10 coming up. So Jared Goff, 90 seconds left to go to try and get a consolation prize out of this game. Maybe pad his stats a little bit for those of you doing fantasy football. This is good news for you if you've got the Detroit Lions. Even better news for you if you, for whatever reason, picked the Green Bay Packers defense today, which, bless your heart, congratulations. You probably won your DraftKings. Tony Lee, thank you very much, sir. Here we go, guys. Lost sound on my computer, says Janet Jones. I got you, Janet. Not going anywhere. I'll be here, T-Mac. There's the snap dropping back from the 20. Jared Goff will wind up and throw this one into the dirt as well, milking 4 more seconds off the clock. 3rd down and 10. Can Jared Goff get the touchdown? Houston Texans, the score there is 9-14 for the Houston Texans. Houston Texans down by 5 in that game. 4th quarter, 2 minutes and 27 seconds left to go. They're going to show some bonus coverage there. I do have to make some changes, so I won't be able to do the bonus coverage. But I've got another game for you guys tonight. Here we go, guys. Shotgun formation from the 20-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Actually, we got 2 to the left here as well. It's Sam LaPorta in the slot. There's the snap, the windup, and the throw. Catch made by Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield on 3rd down. He fights his way forward to about the 14-yard line. It puts us inside the red zone for whatever that's worth, and it brings up a 4th down. 4th down and 4 after a 6-yard pickup for Jahmyr Gibbs, and this is going to be possibly the final offensive play of the game for these Detroit Lions. Hurry up offense on 4th down. There's the snap. Looks like the whistles came in quickly. Timeout called by the Green Bay Packers with exactly 60 seconds left to go. Packers want a timeout. Packers want to make sure that their numbers at the end of the year still look good. Chris saying, Gibbs, please score. Donzel saying that the 49ers won? Wow. Wow. Aaron Rodgers, 4 passing touchdowns today. 244 passing yards. He was probably the number one quarterback in the NFL this week. Jaden Daniels doing all right. Baker Mayfield with 3 passing touchdowns today. Bucks dropped the Falcons there. Not yet. 5 minutes left, says DJ Ace. Not yet. 5 minutes left, says DJ Ace. Looks like that game's not quite over. 4th and 3 with 1 minute left to go. It's still 20-12. Mad Steve saying the game's not over till the game is over. TM Martin saying, please just score for respectability. Guys, it's a 4th down right now. 4th down, do or die for the Detroit Lions. Will they pick up the first? Here's the snap, and Goff in the pocket will wind up and shoot for the end zone. A tough one-handed grab. Are they saying he's in or out? Oh, they're going to need to take another look at this one. This will probably be no catch. They're going to say incomplete, an incredible one-handed grab to Tesla, and Tesla went up and got it. If this was college football, oh, he should have kept that second foot down. Here's the replay one more time. He goes up, incredible one-handed grab. 1 foot goes down. This ain't college anymore, buddy. Hey, that second foot might have touched. Let's watch it one more time. You can't challenge inside of 2 minutes. Is that left foot? I think that left foot goes down. I think that left foot goes down. That's a touchdown. This is under review. Officially under review. That's a touchdown, bro. This is under review, but that to me says touchdown. They called that incomplete, but I think Isaac Tesla just caught a one-handed touchdown, an incredible one-handed touchdown. They're showing the replay over and over again. Stretches back, gets 1 foot down. Does that left ankle, the left heel, does it touch the ground before his backside touches? Here's the camera pylon showing it one more time. That's tough. That angle might be the only way to determine for sure if the second foot was down. But you know what? Tesla will never make that mistake again, depending on how this is. This is wild, bruv. Got to double foot it. Yeah, seriously, it's close. Christina says, I think it's a touchdown. Here's the replay one more. Ooh, it's so close. It's so close. For his first touchdown, it's dang good if it is. I think they're going to call it. I think it's going to be a touchdown. Here's the call, guys. Here's the call. After review, the ruling on the field is a touchdown. Isaac Tesla, the call overturned. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. So for whatever that's worth, let's say you've got Jared Goff. Let's say you've got Isaac Tesla in one of your fantasy rosters or whatever. Well, he just got you 6 points right there. And the Detroit Lions, I mean, there's no way they're coming back from this one, man. There's no way they're coming back from this one. They'll take the extra point attempt here as well. But, dang, they got it. I mean, give them credit where it's due. They fought, and they got that final drive. That puts it – here's the extra point attempt. This still keeps it on the under. This doesn't put us in the over just yet. There's the kick. Kick is up. The kick is good. And the score is 13-27. Still a consolation prize. The Detroit Lions going to say, you know what? We are still going to score at least one touchdown. We're not going to fly from Detroit across the lake here to Green Bay and not score a touchdown. So they did their job. They should have won. This could have been a much more competitive game, but the Green Bay Packers looked so dang good in this game. So dang good in this game. The call overturned, originally ruled not a touchdown, but talk about the tenacity there and the determination to actually score. So Zoom Station saying, I didn't see the tutty. It was so close, man. I'm talking like a fraction of an inch. That second ankle went down and touched it. Frey, I got you. I got you. Thank you, and cheers to that. Thank you very much. So this is going to be an interesting season for the NFC North, and everyone is sleeping on the Chicago Bears too. Guys, don't sleep on Chicago this year. Not with their new head coach. Across the lake, they traveled far, says Country Kisses. Honestly, I mean, yeah, far enough. You can't swim that far. Here we go. Bates going to kick this one off. This will probably be an onside kick. It'll probably be No good. They're lined up to onside kick this one. If the Lions get it back, it's not going to matter. They're still down by 2 touchdowns. It would take an absolute miracle. It's a 99% chance. 99.9% chance is actually what it says. This kick goes out of bounds. Every flag coming out. This one goes out of bounds. Every flag coming out. Let's find out where they're going to mark this. It'll probably be just victory formation now. So victory formation here for the Green Bay Packers, guys. No blowout, says TM. No touch, says Henry Bowles. Who won the Pirates game? Who are the Pirates? For baseball? Oh, you mean the Buccaneers? Buccaneers won that one. Ow, I'm sore. It's a big leg, says Minimal Animal. It is. It is. Okay, guys, they're going to put this football here at the 49-yard line. Green Bay Packers going to go ahead and go into victory formation. That seems like the right thing to do. Actually, this isn't victory formation. They still have 2 timeouts left. So they're in a single back formation here. Jordan Love will take the snap and hand this one off. It'll be a gain of about 4 yards on that play. This time, Emmanuel Wilson will pick up a couple. Get the clock started here. 45 seconds left to go. And they're not going to call a timeout. They should just go into victory formation. Doesn't matter. Here we go, guys. This will be the final score of the game. Looks like a great job done here by the Green Bay Packers. If you're a Green Bay Packers fan, congratulations. You can drop your victory cheese heads in the chat area. It's a great time to go ahead and drop your victory cheese. Here's the victory formation. There is the final knee of the game. That is the final score of the game. Green Bay Packers will win this one 27-13. Micah Parsons, his first day in Wisconsin, his first game with Green Bay, gets his first sack of the season. What a beautiful, beautiful sight for the ex-Dallas Cowboys. I wish him all the best. That's it, guys. That is all she wrote. All right, y'all, I got to turn around and get this next live stream ready for you guys in the next 30 minutes and try to get some food in me and go do my thing here. So thank you guys so much. Miss Frizzle, thanks for checking in. Love the name, by the way. Magic School Bus is fire. And that's it, guys. We'll be live here in about 30 minutes for the next game. Buffalo Bills hosting the Baltimore Ravens coming up next. Congratulations, Packers fans. We will cover the Packers on Thursday Night Football once again. Detroit Lions, we'll see you guys soon. Y'all take care, guys. Until next time, my name is Mario Manuel. You've been watching Football Nation. Let's effing go.